KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Well, hello, welcome. It is the KVJ show here. It is now the month of November. Wow.
Oh, I have such a food candy hangover.
Yeah.
I really went for it, Coach.
Well, you know, it's good. I guess it's technically once a year, you know, so if you're going to go for it, go for it.
Well, I bought so much candy, and I don't know why I did, because I never get a trick-or-treat. This is my third year at this place, and I have not had one trick-or-treater.
Yeah, we didn't have anybody at all yesterday at our place, and it's notoriously and historically weak, so we just put a bowl of candy out, and that's it, and we came back and it was completely untouched.
Wow.
Yeah, it's tough. We went out last night to do the trick-or-treating, and it's sparse. There's not a lot of places that really do it. We got a late jump on it last night, and we just were kind of trying to go to neighborhoods like in West Palm, not too far from our house, and there's a few houses, but I would say maybe at best you could get candy at 20% of the houses. At best.
You got to come to my neighborhood.
Yeah, I feel
it was
like
popping.
Gardens area, Jupiter area. I feel like they really do trick-or-treating.
The Heights in Jupiter and like Abacoa, they throw down. In my neighborhood, they go for it.
But I know what you mean. In our area, in West Palm Beach, and especially the residential area, there's not a lot of activity.
And that was the problem. Yeah, we were hoping to maybe go up, to Cuesta, or even jump in a place we don't belong, like one of those places Virginia mentioned. But yeah, it's just in that pocket where we live, there's not a lot of trick-or-treating in the immediate vicinity. So when you get a late jump and you're just trying to okay, we got to get at it because time is a ticking. Yeah, there's not a lot of good options, not a lot of good places to go. We wound up taking the kid to Walgreens, and we did our trick-or-treating there. I'm like, just buy a bag of candy, man.
That's depressing.
Isn't it, though? But it's like,
so sad.
the only thing that's more depressing is going home with hardly any candy.
Aww.
So I felt bad. So I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I mean, there's that moment of desperation where you're like, it's too late in the game, and you barely have any candy. And I'm like, I'll just go to Walgreens and buy some stuff. You gotta have candy.
I should have brought in some of Rocco's stuff for you. One of my neighbors, I found out, is a candy distributor.
Oh, really?
She imports all this fancy candy. She was giving out chocolate-covered macadamia nuts. You know what a macadamia nut is? It's one of the most expensive nuts in the nut world.
I was not aware.
It's a Hawaiian nut.
Okay.
It's a special nut.
I was not aware.
It's super fancy, and it is super delicious. This woman was giving out chocolate-covered macadamia nuts. I'm like, give me that, Rocco.
Wow.
I just kind of feel like Canon needs a Halloween redo.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I felt bad, because, and I made sure I got a nap yesterday so I could go out last night because I'm like, I don't know how many more. He's 10. How many more of these do we have? And so, like I said, the wife got out. Probably a lot of people had that. They can't get out of work super early, and by the time you get home, it only lasts till about 8:30. And if you don't have it right in your area, I don't know what else. I don't know how we could have done it.
I wish I would have known. I would have actually taken him out and gone trick or treat. I would have driven him to Gardens area.
Yeah, well, it's like we had to wait for his mom, and then it's complicated.
I
like everything in life.
I hear you.
Yeah, and so she wanted to take him out, so you got to wait for her.
The closest, most amazing trick-or-treating to you, though, is going to be the Heights in Jupiter.
Yeah.
They kill it.
If I would have gone back, it'd have been better to have half the time driving the distance where it's more concentrated than to have it as sparse as we did and have it closer.
Yeah, the Heights would deliver for what you need. A lot of people do that. They drive to the Heights, they park their car. You see a bunch of cars just parked in the grass or along the side of the houses.
That's probably it.
That's what people do because they know that neighborhood tricks it out.
It's the secret to trick-or-treating in South Florida. You got to have a map. You got to know where you're going. That's the key.
Yeah, I just ended up eating so much candy last night that I did not give out. I mean, I ate a lot. Ugh,
you did, huh?
My stomach feels just raw.
You and Rocco both. I mean, he went nuts last night.
Yeah.
And then when I told him, no, that's enough, no more candy, he threw himself on the ground in the middle of the street and threw a fit.
Oh, boy. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He loves candy.
He does, huh?
Oh, my gosh. He's just like his sister.
Okay.
I got back on the hard stuff last night. I started drinking soda like the hard soda.
Jeez, you went the deep end,
I
huh?
did. I think it was Halloween. Let's just go for
Gosh.
it. And I could tell I've not been drinking soda for a minute.
Yeah, a little rough today.
You feel a little bloated?
I just feel a little bloated. It's not very good.
Is Mama retaining water?
I think so.
I guess there is such a thing as like a candy hangover.
There is.
Absolutely. All that sugar?
I'm suffering from it. I, without a doubt, have a candy hangover today.
It's a website, realsimple.com, that came up with some solutions. They say if you got a candy hangover today, you need to start off with plenty of water and get a meal that's high in protein, moderate in fat, and low in carbs. Like they recommend 2 boiled eggs, slice of toast with avocado slices, or a slice of toast with peanut butter, and low-fat string cheese. But honestly, the only problem with that is if you're the kind of person that went crazy eating a bunch of sugar last night, you're probably not the kind of person that has all those ingredients in your house. I'm just saying, it seems like a perfect world. I just don't know a mix of people that have avocado toast laying around that have just gone binging on sugar the night before. I usually don't see that person in the same household.
You know me, I got avocado toast all over the place.
I'm sure you do, yeah.
Definitely hard-boiled eggs.
I got cinnamon toast crunch.
Right. See, I just don't know that their plan is initially going to work. They say stay away from other foods that are high in sugar content. Take a little sugar break today. Make sure you start off your day, as my grandmother would say, oh, Kevin, get a BM. Oh, you're going to feel so much better. You got to have a BM every day.
I am yearning for pancakes, though.
I thought you were going to say a BM.
Well, I think I'm yearning for that, too. But
Okay. Well, they would recommend if you're going to do pancakes today, stay away from syrup.
Yeah, don't do pancakes.
I know I shouldn't.
You need protein and fats, Kevin said.
No, I get
Not
it.
more carbs and sugar.
But this is a guy that always goes the opposite route. There's good sense, and then there's Jaybird.
Well,
so there's a fork in the road,
Give
Virginia.
me a short stack of buttermilk pancakes and a giant OJ.
Yeah, let's go chocolate chip. More sugar.
Okay, well, what I was trying to say was I am not going to have that, but my body is craving it.
Well, it's like you teased it. It thinks, okay,
Floodgates are open.
this Jaybird is back.
Oh, yeah.
It's time to go, baby. I'm ready for the ride.
It was
what your body's saying.
It got real nasty last night.
Aside from a bowel movement, they say get up and have some physical activity today. Go for at least a walk. Try to burn off some of that sugar if you want to feel better.
I had an accidental walk. I forgot that I had parked my car somewhere else so the whole driveway could be open for trick-or-treaters.
Yeah.
And I walked out and I'm like, damn, somebody stole my car.
Ah.
I was like, oh, wait, no, I parked down the street.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't have my truck this morning. I was almost late to work. I left it here yesterday. I had to go take a Lyft car. I'm like, oh, man, I think I'm going to be late to work. I forgot I don't have my truck.
Well, just to let you know, too, on the Halloween tip, we had our online costume contest. Thank you for all the submissions. We are going to be posting up the winners today and then contacting you. Those winners are going to receive a cruise to the Bahamas for 2 nights in an ocean view cabin.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we will be getting in touch with you, and you'll be able to see here as we start posting them today, making the final decisions on that, but we got all the submissions in. So that is going to be happening this morning on the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in a second, I will tell you what's going on with the Connors. How are the ratings doing, and what is ABC going to do with the show? We'll get into that in just a second. Before we do that, it looks like Ariana Grande is starting to cover up all the tattoos she got with Pete Davidson.
Oh, boy.
She got rid of the one that said Pete on her finger. She has covered the Reborn tattoo they got together, and she got a feather over the tattoo on her thumb that they had together.
Did you ever get an update on that one story you had about Pete Davidson and how he sent Mac Miller those intimate pictures of each other? You dropped it, and then that story went away.
I know. I never got any other corroborating information.
Did Pete Davidson send those photos to Mac Miller?
You might have to ask Pete. I didn't hear anybody else talk about it after I heard the rumblings.
May not get that yet, but I think she has kind of been consistent at posting more photos of her with Mac Miller. So it seems like that really had a lot to do with it, and it kind of...
There's some guilt there.
Well,
There's something there.
Something weird's there.
She'll talk
Yeah.
about it eventually, I bet. It might be just too soon for us to figure out what happened.
It seems like it's played into it somehow.
Yeah, but if If Pete Davidson did send Mac Miller naughty pictures of Ariana Grande and then he killed himself, that is horrifying.
Well, you can see that would be, if we're doing a makeup or breakup, that'd be cause you big going, yeah, you might want to break up with that guy.
Yeah.
But we don't know if that's what happened.
We don't.
We don't
That's
know.
a rumor that's out there, and we love to spread a rumor here at the Dirt of the Day. Mr. Feeny from Boy Meets World. I know you watched this show back in the day.
Boy Meets World is one of my all-time favorite shows.
I guess somebody broke into the old guy's house, Mr. Feeny.
Mr. Feeny, yeah.
Here he is talking about what happened when somebody broke into his house.
I struggled with an intruder, took him to the ground, I beat him up, and he ran away with bruises all over him. Would you like to print that? You better not, it's a total lie. We were asleep, and I heard bang, 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 and it was
very noisy.
I lit the light, and Bonnie screamed, and this person fled.
I think you scared him away.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so he didn't attack the guy.
No, but you can't mess with George Feeny. He always got on top, Mr. Feeny.
Well, Mr. Feeny.
That was how he liked it, huh? Okay.
Okay, Feeny.
That's not what I meant.
All right.
Well, they say the Connors has dropped in every ratings category. Total viewers, key demos, everything was down. And all the other networks and all the other shows at that same time, shows like NCIS and The Voice, they all beat the Connors.
They did.
Everything beat the Connors.
I just saw an article saying the Connors' third episode is on the rise.
I just read that last night. Yeah, it came through. It said the Connors have moved up slightly despite a slip in ratings last week.
It was still bad, but...
Yeah, they say it brought in 7.7 million viewers, had a 1.8 rating with adults 18-49, was up a tenth of a point from last week. Now, I don't know if it's still getting whooped by everybody else. I think This Is Us it goes up against.
Yeah, well, if you love the show, you better tune in and watch it.
Because you're right, though. It did drop from that 10 million on the first. Now we're into the 7. It does look like it's dipping.
Was that week 3 then? So it was up, down, then it's gone, ticked back up again.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, stay tuned. We will let you know. I guess ABC is still standing by it, even though that little dip. There was an original order of 10 episodes. They've now ordered 1 extra, so they keep ordering more.
Well, let's say it slipped to 5th in the ratings and they were bringing in 5 million people. Isn't a top 5 show still considered a success? Or is that not considered?
I would say yes.
I think a lot of it is relative as to how much they are paying. There are some shows that are more expensive to produce than others, and so everything comes down to cost. So,
but you would assume a top 5 show is bringing in some money.
The chick that they had to pay the most isn't on the show anymore, so
right.
Maybe it's not that expensive to produce anymore now that Roseanne's gone.
May not be as much pressure.
Yeah.
They may have a different standard of success.
And that is what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. Brought to you by the Feast of Little Italy. It happens this weekend at the Abacoa Town Center. It is Italian food and music and culture and fun for the kids. It's an old-fashioned Italian festival. So come and join us. We're going to be out there Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Abacoa Town Center in Jupiter.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.
Pay attention, who's ever listening.
America's favorite judge is on the case.
Judge Judy. No, don't send me Judge Judy. I know who I am.
Calling out injustice when she finds it.
Well, what do you think? Judges like to hear themselves talk?
And standing up for the truth.
So far, I'm not doing a bad job, right?
You're doing good. You're doing good.
In Judge Judy, we trust.
I only fear God and you a little bit.
I hope in that order.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, today at 5 on CW34.
Next time on The Goldbergs.
They think Adam's short story is about me?
Yeah, let me take a look. The colorful sweaters and neon leggings hid the darkness in her heart.
Yes, we all know. Clearly it's me. Hey, don't hate me, mister. I found your little story. Okay, why would you hide something so amazing from your mother? You actually liked it? This is as good, if not better, than Stephen King himself. Stephen King.
The Goldbergs.
Tonight at 7 on CW34.
Global pop sensation Ariana Grande, the Sweetener World Tour 2019, American Airlines Arena, Friday, May 31st. American Express card members, get your tickets Thursday, November 1st at 10 a.m. through Saturday, November 3rd at 10 p.m. before the general public on Monday, November 5th at 10 a.m. For tickets, visit Ticketmaster.com or call 1-800-745-3000. Performing as part of the American Express Concert Series. Supply is limited. American Express terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
If you're a wand-waving, spell-casting Harry Potter fan, own it. You're a gargle-wearing, mischief-making minion, own it. Is plunging down volcanoes your thing? Transformers light your all-spark? What about facing the dinosaurs of Jurassic Park? That's cool. Own that too. And now, Universal Orlando Pass holders can own it even longer with up to 6 months free on any annual pass. Get details at universalorlando.com. Offer ends April 4th, 2019. Restrictions apply.
If I had $1 million.
Bare Naked Ladies live at Pompano Beach Amphitheater, Saturday, November 10th.
Science is truly unraveling the mystery that all started with the Big Bang.
Witness the undeniable power and chemistry of a live show from Bare Naked Ladies. The Pompano Beach Amphitheater, Saturday, November 10th, with special guest Sister Hazel. All part of John Offerdahl's Gridiron Grill-Off Food and Wine Festival. Plus, Sunday heats up with Daughtry. The multi-platinum and multi-award winner Daughtry on Sunday, November 11th. Tickets on sale now. 3 separate events in 2 days.
It's been one needs to look to me.
For tickets and more information on Bare Naked Ladies, the Gridiron Grill-Off, and Daughtry, go to pbamp.com. Produced by AEG Presents.
The holidays are coming, and the tools and the savings that come with them are already here at the Home Depot. If someone on your Christmas list would like some new tools from top brands like Milwaukee, Ryobi, DeWalt, Makita, Husky, or Rigid, make their wish come true. And do it with savings that stretch your holiday shopping even further. This is how you gear up for Christmas. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
What difference can a mattress really make? When you sleep on a Tempur-Pedic, it's as clear as night and day. You'll fall asleep faster because it conforms to your unique body. You'll stay asleep longer because it keeps you cooler. And you'll wake up feeling better than ever because it's the deepest, most rejuvenating sleep you can get. The Tempur-Pedic difference is night and day. And during our fall savings event, enjoy up to $500 off select adjustable mattress sets for a limited time. Visit Tempurpedic.com to find your local retailer today.
Hey, it's Jay Bird. Let me tell you about Bank of America. Maybe you're driving around and you ask yourself these type of questions. Am I putting enough into my 401k? Should I lease or buy a car? What's the best way to use my bonus or tax fund? Well, whether you have questions about saving, spending, or anything in between, Bank of America's experienced financial specialists are here for you. Trust me, they've worked with me and they are awesome. Proudly serving West Palm Beach. Schedule an appointment at bankofamerica.com/conversation.
Animalized Specialty Clinic and Animal Allergy Skin and Ear Specialist present Paws in the Park, Saturday, November 17th from 11 to 5 at Carlin Park in Jupiter, powered by Schumacher. It's a free family and pet event with Splash Dogs dock jumping, a pet photo booth, doggy lure racetrack, and the kids will enjoy the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital Kid Zone with free JupiterBounce.com bounce houses and games, plus a celebrity dog wash, and you can adopt a pet at the Schumacher Come Join the Family Adoption Zone. Plus music, great food, beer, and fun. Get info at pawsintheparksouthflorida.com.
What does it mean to be real about addiction and recovery? At Karen Ocean Drive, it's understanding that status and success can't shield you from the consequences of addiction. Real means discretion and comfort are priorities, so you can focus on the fight ahead. We define what real addiction treatment is. We are Karen Ocean Drive, real about recovery. To learn more, visit caronoceandrive.org/real.
Have you been trying to get pregnant without success? If so, you're not alone. Approximately 1 in 8 couples have difficulty getting pregnant. If you've had difficulty getting pregnant, it may be time to see one of the skilled fertility specialists at IVF Florida Reproductive Associates. As a woman ages beyond 35, her chances of getting pregnant starts to decline rapidly, so time is of the essence. Call 866-770-2168 today to schedule your consultation with one of the IVF Florida fertility experts or visit IVFFlorida.com. IVF Florida physicians consistently recognized as top doctors and named to the U.S. News and World Report list of top U.S. reproductive endocrinologists, have been helping couples realize their dreams of parenthood for over 30 years. IVF Florida has fertility clinics conveniently located throughout Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, and Martin counties, all providing comprehensive and personalized fertility services along with exclusive finance options. Call 866-770-2168 or log on to IVFFlorida.com for more information.
This is your Congressman, Brian Mast. The most important issue facing our community is the toxic water. It's forcing businesses to close, poisoning our waterways. It's ruining our quality of life. Health is at stake. Our economy is at stake. As your Congressman, I'm fighting for our community. But I need your help. I ask for your vote to stay in the fight and make sure Washington knows we've had enough. I'm Brian Mast, and I approve this message because just like every family in our community, my children and I love to fish, love to swim, and love to boat.
Nowcar.com. Buy your next Chevrolet 100% online and skip the dealer. Nowcar has a huge selection of new Chevrolet Malibus, Silverados, Equinoxes, Camaros, and more. Nowcar delivers straight to your door. Find the new way to buy a new car. Nowcar. Search Nowcar.com.
I'm a big believer in staying healthy. Don't have time to get sick, and who really does? That's why I get myself to Revitalize regularly to boost up my immune system. I got a big flight coming up, and I don't want to land sick. So I've already gone into Revitalize just this last week, and I already feel better because of it. You immediately notice more energy because you got 100% vitamin infusion at the cellular level. You take those over-the-counter vitamins, you get 20%. That's a huge difference. Plus, if you got other issues like just exhaustion, brain fog, weight gain, migraines, fibromyalgia, any kind of thyroid issues, you know, Dr. Roselli at Revitalife can diagnose these, give you a special treatment just for you. You want to look younger too? Revitalife can help with that. All you got to do is just go online. Check them out, revitaliv.com. That's revitaliv.com. Now open till 7 o'clock tonight. You can get your appointment and go see Revitalive on Indiantown Road in Jupiter.
Let's meet up at Rain Dancer Steakhouse. They've been doing it since 1975. Delicious lunch, dinner, and happy hour.
Do you need legal help? Call Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
If you had to say, what would be the top 3 artists you've seen in concert? What you think is considered the A-list, the best you've ever seen? Who's your top 3 in the history of you watching a concert?
Oh, man, wow.
Because I've got mine. I want to put my top 3 against your top 3, and I want to see who's got the best bill, who's got the best threesome here. I got Billy Joel, I got Weezer, and John Mayer. That's who I'm going to war with. Can you guys beat me?
Yeah, I would give you the musicianship, definitely of them. Probably, just without giving it a ton of thought. I'm trying to think who I've seen, and that was fantastic. I would say Van Halen is up there.
Okay, that's a great one.
Really hard to beat Eddie Van Halen if you're watching him play. The musicianship there is pretty high.
Didn't y'all see Sting? Did he actually perform, or did you just interview him?
No, we saw him perform.
I've seen him perform with the Police.
Come on, that's amazing.
No, that was absolutely fantastic. I really like, there's 2 bands that are very similar that I like, that I've seen live. Zac Brown Band. Just a stage pack with, they're all great musicians. Same thing with, if you ever watch Dave Matthews, he has phenomenal musicians with him as well. His drummer's fantastic. So I really enjoyed those shows. So
who's your top 3? Who do you go to war with? I think mine still beats Kevin's right now.
And then I would put in there on the top 3 in their heyday. I don't know about today. I have no desire to see them, but when I did see them, it was when they just come back, Kiss. No, they put on
Okay.
an
You
amazing show.
You lost.
Well, I know it's not your flavor, but I mean, as far as theatrics and pyrotechnics and flame and blood and flying through the crowd and everything else, it's a pretty. My wife, who had never, and she doesn't like him, she's like, well, okay, they put on a show.
So Kiss would be in your top 3.
Yeah,
then.
Kiss in their heyday, absolutely. Yeah, I mean now they're just old dudes up there on stage in makeup, and it's kind of weird. But
All right, Virginia, my top 3 versus Kevin's top 3. Who do you pick?
I mean, just because of the Kiss factor, I can't be on board with that.
well, it's not your guys' flavor. But if you want to throw out numbers and ticket sales, I'm going to crush whoever you're going to put up against it.
There's a lot of Kiss fans
Yeah.
out there. Every time I talk trash, one of them emails me. I get it.
Yeah.
I know, the demon. They love the demon. Do you have a top 3?
Well, back in the day, I don't know if you remember this group, but I did see Milli Vanilli live.
That's your
I
greatest.
did. No, it's not. I'm joking.
Are we doing the worst or are we doing the best?
Were they lip syncing when you were there?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they were lip syncing their whole entire career.
They had to. They didn't sing the songs.
It wasn't them.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they did that every concert.
Of course.
Okay. I wasn't a Milli Vanilli fan.
My top is I'm going to take you back to 1994. I saw the Rolling Stones at the Superdome in New Orleans, and because of my deep-rooted radio connections in classic rock, I was literally in the front row, and Keith Richards plucked a guitar pick at me. Mama's all about experiences, and that, for me, is the best concert memory ever.
Of course, she's got a name-dropping situation. Keith Richards looked at her in the eye.
Front row. I don't want to brag. Superdome, front row. You know how big the Superdome is?
Okay, Rolling Stones is 1. You get 2 more.
Rolling Stones is 1. I would say probably Depeche Mode with my husband in Tampa. Also, we were front row, and so I like being in the front. I'm very fancy.
What a diva.
It makes
Yeah.
it a lot better of an experience when you're that close. The things that you see and the little nuances and just the amazing experience of it. I love being up close.
Okay. All right. It's pretty
Those
good.
are probably my top 2. And
Jason
then
Mraz?
Jason Mraz at the Fillmore in Miami Beach was probably the best I've ever seen him. But that was when he had a whole bunch of people with him. He had his bongo guy. He had like all these girls that were singing with him and all these other guys. I just saw him recently at the Kravitz Center by himself with a guitar. And
Yeah.
I
Weren't
just
feeling
didn't,
it?
I didn't love it as much as I liked him with a bunch of energy around him and group. And
Yeah.
I'm just, when you break it down too much for me, I get a little bored.
Yeah, the chat room, without a doubt, saying, Bird, you totally won this debate. Yeah, Kevin is definitely the worst.
I'm in the chat room. I don't see any of those comments.
I'm in a different chat
What
room.
chat room are you in?
It's
Do
the
we
chat
have one
room
I'm
of
not aware of?
lies. It's this imaginary chat room in his head.
I was going to say, I don't see any of those comments at all. Yeah. There was one I forgot, and I put it up there for entertainment. It was at the 25-year anniversary of Woodstock, and Green Day was performing, and it was muddy, and somebody threw a mud clot, and they hit one of the stage managers, and people rushed the stage, and there was mud, and the bass player was out there and got tangled in the whole thing, and one of the bouncers was so mad 'cause he kept getting hit with mud. He didn't know who was who, and everyone's covered in mud, including the band, and he grabbed the bass player by the shirt and started punching him in the face, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I've never seen the stage staff beating the hell out of the band, and that is something that I'll never forget.
Was the lead singer going, you can't throw mud at us?
Don't throw mud at me!
Get that mud?
Why would you do that?
Oh, he was cursing. There was profanity. They had to shut the whole show down.
Wow.
They're dragging the band off the stage, trying to get people off this. I was like, wow. Did you see that? That was pretty cool.
Is there footage of that? Because I feel like I've seen footage of that.
Yeah, I think so, because it was, I was with a radio station, and our guy who does nights was doing it, so I was sitting right next to him, and he was doing the commentary, and I'm just looking, I'm like going, that's crazy. And so, yeah, I think it aired on MTV, and, it was a long time ago, but it was mid-90s, 94.
You also saw Courtney Love. She was all strung out on a piano.
Yeah, those are different, but yeah.
That's a backstage.
That was backstage,
That's still
yeah.
cool, though. It's a cool
yeah, that was a
story.
cool story. But yeah, as far as things on stage that anybody could have seen, yeah, that was like, okay, that was maybe one of the more memorables.
You've lived it, Ralston.
Oh,
You've lived
yes, I have.
You look like you've lived
When
it.
you're around long enough, you've lived it. Other people texted in some suggestions. Metallica. which that actually was part of my first concert. And the most memorable thing about that was...
Were they at Monsters of Rock?
They were, and I remember the guy standing next to me got hit in the head with a bottle of Jack Daniels that somebody threw through the crowd, and he was out cold. I just remember looking at his bloodied head.
It was an empty bottle, though.
No, half full.
Wow.
Yeah, half full. But I'm not sure it was Jack Daniels.
Okay.
Oh, maybe somebody drank the Jack and then peed in the bottle?
That sounds more right.
Oh, Ohio.
That was my first concert experience. That was memorable. Thank you, Metallica, for that memory. Guns N' Roses, Garth Brooks, Beyonce, people saying some of their more memorable ones that have been out there. All right, Virginia, what do you have on your mind today?
Well, I wanted to ask you to say a little prayer for my neighbor. You know, I have some elderly neighbors all around me, and it broke my heart yesterday. She was so excited, my neighbor Heather, because she loves when the kids come over in costume for trick or treat. And so I had gone over there earlier in the day to check on her and bring her some food. And then they brought her to the hospital yesterday. She missed trick or treat.
Oh,
so
no, that's
say
too
a little
bad.
prayer for my neighbor Heather that she feels better. We're going to go bring her pictures of the kids in their costume and everything. And it just broke my heart because she was, for weeks, she's been talking about the kids in their costumes coming over for trick or treat.
I made note of that last night when I was out. I saw several elderly people out there, and the kids are so cute. And I'm like, I kind of get it. When you see that, you just... You know, as you get older, you're like, you realize how special it is to have kids.
And you see it in their eyes, and you see the wonderment of childhood through an old person's eyes, and it's really beautiful.
It teaches you not to take it for granted, and that's why I made special arrangements to make sure I went last night. I said to my wife, she's like, I can't wait for this stuff to be over. I'm like, well, this is awesome. Like, that's why I'm out. Our kid's 10. I'm like, you got to, this might be the last year or one of the last years he goes out.
These are the memories that are going to be special to you.
Yes.
Not the memories of, I stayed at work late and I really grinded this week.
Absolutely. I'll never forget walking through the aisles of Walgreens last night buying him candy.
That is such a broke down Halloween.
It was so special.
That should be in a movie.
Well, candy is half off.
Don't worry. We know.
Did you do the whole thing? Like, did you go by each piece of candy and like knock on the candy, go trick or treat? Like, how did you do trick or treating? Did you just pick out?
When we got into the car, he said, "Could I have mine?" I'm like, "What do you say?" He said, "Please." I'm like, "No, trick or treat." So,
You made him say trick or treat.
I handed it from the front seat to the back, and that was trick or treating. Yeah,
so broke down.
It really was. What I got on my mind is I want to let you know today starts No Shave November. So I shaved last night. Going to be the last time I do for another month. You're allowed to shave your neck, but this part, the rest of it will not be trimmed up for the next month.
Okay.
And it is all about the 4th annual YLS No Shave November event that is going to be coming up, and I am going to be hosting that on the 29th of November. It is going to be at PJ National there at the iBar at 5:30, and people can put up money that will go to this fantastic charity.
What's YLS?
YLS, I have no idea, Virginia.
Oh.
But, it's right on here.
I know what YSL is, but I don't know what YLS is.
Yeah, I have no clue. But anyway, it's a great charity, so go check it out. Yeah, it's the Cancer Alliance.
Okay.
Is all part of it, but I don't know what YLS stands for.
Do you want to ask any more questions to publicly put Kevin on the spot?
Well, I was asking Denny's about this, and I'm like, I want to do a quick once-over before I got on here, and then it got mixed up with other papers, and I'm like going, I'm going to get called out on this, and I'm not going to know the answer.
Bye, Virginia.
Yes. So there you go. I don't know that abbreviation, but it is about the Cancer Alliance.
Okay.
That is the charity that it goes for. What you can do, I'll put a link up on our social media if this is near and dear to you, or you can just come out when we are at the iBar on the 29th, starting at 5:30 at PJ National, and you can put up some money to shave me.
Oh.
Yes. How hot will that be?
So hot.
Yeah.
Denny's, let's get in this running.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. So going to Jerusalem to grow my beard out.
That's the good time to do it.
I'm hoping that maybe there'll be something spiritual about it. It'll just I'll come back and it'll just be, long.
You may find out that you love a long beard, and that might be your new look.
I did it last year, was my first year doing it, and I really, at the end of the month, I'm like, I really contemplated, maybe I'll let it go longer.
Oh.
But I didn't. But who knows? So anyway, that's all part of it. I'll get that information up if you would check our website. Go to kvjshow.com or to our social media platforms.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777. 800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher Automotive. It's a great time to get into a new ride this month at all 3 locations in North Palm, West Palm, and Delray Beach. SchumacherAuto.com. Come join the family. A couple of slow spots on I-95 as we get your Thursday morning commute underway. Northbound, you'll find a rollover accident at Linton Boulevard. We also have a disabled vehicle northbound just before Forest Hill Boulevard, and at 10th Avenue North, you'll see some road work causing some delays. On your surface streets, also keep an eye out for an accident. Gun Club Road at South Military Trail. Delays on the approach to that area as well. Some good news, though. Traffic is flowing smoothly at Schumacher Volkswagen on North Lake Boulevard. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits for 979 WRMF.
Air conditioner not cooling like it should? Call Lindstrom Air for a free air conditioning service call when we make the repair. Like CFC 142-7611.
I love those guys. Now is the time to visit Floor & Decor to get that floor of your dreams. For a limited time, we're offering special financing for 18 months on purchases of $9.99 or more. Choose from the largest in-stock selection at guaranteed everyday low prices. Top quality floors, rock bottom prices, and a credit offer to help you complete that project. Offer ends 10/21/18. Visit Floor & Decor today or flooranddecor.com. Promotional financing available with Floor & Decor credit card accounts offered by Comenity Capital Bank, which determines qualifications for credit and promotional eligibility. Minimum monthly payments are required.
Today, you want a new reason for hope, to know your fight is our fight. Our team at the Maroney Cancer Center at Cleveland Clinic, Florida, is here to care for you, anytime, anywhere. Find your way to the best care at clevelandclinicflorida.org/access.
Florida's property tax cap has been in place for years, and it's worked. Our economy is growing, properties are being sold, and small businesses have the confidence to invest and grow. But Florida's property tax cap will expire December 31st unless we vote yes for Amendment 2 and keep the cap. If Florida's property tax cap expires, rents and living expenses will rise and everybody will be hurt. A yes vote for Amendment 2 will keep the cap, protect all Floridians, and keep Florida working. That's why the Miami Herald, Florida Realtors, TC Palm, Florida Today, Sarasota Herald Tribune, Florida Tax Watch, the News Press, and the Florida Chamber of Commerce are all saying vote yes on Amendment 2. Protect Florida's future. Keep the cap. Vote yes on Amendment 2. Paid political advertisement paid for by Amendment 2 is for everybody. 1563 Capitol Circle Southeast, number 111, Tallahassee, Florida 32301.
Attention! Due to demand, Arrigo Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat West Palm and Fort Pierce have been authorized to continue to offer all customers up to 30% off MSRP on over 4,500 new vehicles. But hurry, this offer has been extended through November 6th only. Up to 30% off MSRP. 2018 Grand Cherokees from just $239 a month, 0 down. Wrangler Unlimited 4x4s from $269 a month. 2019 Compasses or 2019 Cherokees. Your choice from $199 a month. In addition, Arrigo quotes the highest possible trade allowance. Low financing rates are available at Arrigo's banks. Want you approved? Hurry to Arrigo, Florida's #1 volume dealer, to save up to 30% off MSRP during the Black Friday sales event. You gotta go Arrigo! West Palm and Fort Pierce, now! Offers not in conjunction. Select models. Amounts vary. 36-month leases, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due. 0 due on Grand Cherokee. All plus tax, tag, title, dealer installed option, $7.99 dealer fee. Rebates apply to dealer. Must qualify with approved credit through Chrysler Capital. FCA sales for location. See dealer for details.
Hey, Dina, how was your vacation?
Hey, Jess.
We've been obsessing over your photos. How'd you go to like 3 different countries in a week?
We were on a celebrity cruise. Saw a new place almost every day.
That resort in your pictures was a cruise ship?
It was. There's a 2-story wine tower, a real lawn growing on the top deck, and the service blew us away.
What about dining? You're kind of a foodie.
The restaurants were incredible. The menus are designed by a Michelin-starred chef. Sushi, Italian, 24-hour room service.
What about the kids?
We barely saw them. They never wanted to leave Celebrity's camp at sea.
Okay, now I'm even more jealous. Do they go to the Caribbean?
Celebrity goes everywhere. The Caribbean, Alaska, Europe. And they're having a great sale. You can get 1 free perk, up to $600 off, and 50% off your kids' fares.
You had me at wine tower. How do I get that offer?
Just go to Celebrity.com. Call 1-800-CELEBRITY or talk to a travel advisor.
Offer ends November 27th and applies to select sailings. Savings vary by stateroom category. Other terms apply. Ships registry Malta.
This is your Congressman, Brian Mast. The most important issue facing our community is the toxic water. It's forcing businesses to close, poisoning our waterways. It's ruining our quality of life. Health is at stake. Our economy is at stake. As your Congressman, I'm fighting for our community. But I need your help. I ask for your vote to stay in the fight and make sure Washington knows we've had enough. I'm Brian Mast, and I approve this message because just like every family in our community, my children and I love to fish, love to swim, and love to boat.
When seriously ill patients readmit to the ED or hospital, Vitas Healthcare can help. From continuous care to inpatient care to 24/7 support, Vitas meets the needs of your most complex patient. Refer today. Download our app or go to vitas.com. First licensed in 1980.
It's a sound we take for granted, a healthy heart beating away. And when we get sick, we count on having access to the care we need. But Congressman Brian Mast is making health care more expensive for Floridians. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies discriminate against people with pre-existing conditions like asthma, cancer, and heart disease. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies charge older Americans 5 times more than younger people. AARP calls it an age tax. And Brian Mast voted to increase insurance premiums for Florida families by almost $3,000. In Washington, Brian Mast is siding with the insurance industry, and he's putting your health care at risk. Change Now is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Change Now. MakeChangeNow.org, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Publix.
Meteorologist Chris Farrell for CBS 12 News. Beautiful Thursday. Skies will be mostly sunny today. Very light east winds, 10 miles an hour, and a high of 85. Tonight's low, 73. Friday, partly cloudy skies. A 30% chance of a shower on Friday afternoon, the high 85. Saturday, cloudy, the rain chance 40%. Sunday, cloudy, the rain chance 50% for showers and storms.
Dinner is served. Thanks to all the ways Publix makes life every day easy. With convenient options such as online easy ordering, deli grab and go, and Publix delivery. Powered by Instacart, you'll be able to fit more tasks into your busy day. Only at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
What's hot now on the KVJ Show?
Well, getting close to the weekend, and you've got a lot of good stuff going to be going on, including the Feast of Little Italy. Tomorrow night, Jaybird is going to be out there at the Abacoa Town Center in Jupiter starting at 7 o'clock. If you've never checked it out, it is a great time. You're going to get amazing food. They've got wine, cooking demonstrations, music, art, and the kids are going to love the Little Smiles Kids Zone. So you can go check that out with Jaybird tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock, the Feast of Little Italy.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, coming off of trick-or-treating last night, kids got the candy, costumes are up. Do you see any costumes that completely blew you away, Virginia, you thought were great?
Yeah, I saw some adorable ones. I saw a Frankenstein that I was very impressed with.
Okay.
A mummy. I loved the whole family that had the Incredibles. Even the little baby. It was adorable.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, there's some really good ones out there. They were talking about some of the celebrities and some of the costumes they've done. And, of course, they got a little bit more money to make it count. But saw Justin Timberlake. He and his cute little family, they went as like Lego superheroes. So they had kind of like the big boxy costumes that are going on.
I love a family costume. We were mismatched this year, but a family costume is just cute.
Yeah, I think you get some points with that. We got some really good submissions for our cruise from people that have gone out, and I saw a couple of family costumes. We got the Flintstones was a good entry that was there. A lot of people were making different things like a ticket booth here that I see that somebody's done, kind of like a kissing booth, and everybody's got to kind of like travel with it, which was kind of a neat little move. So we got some great costumes. We're going to be posting those up there and giving away some cruises because of your submissions. So thanks to everybody who hit that up.
I saw a few Freddie Mercury costumes out there. That seemed to be a popular one.
Yeah, I saw that too. The movie's due out. When is it? Like in the next couple of weeks?
No, it's coming out this weekend.
This weekend?
I'm going to see it. I'm definitely seeing it.
It's going to look great.
Yeah.
You got to go see it like in the fancy theater.
Oh, I think I'm going to go to that.
Yeah, get the best experience possible.
Yeah. There was something that a cop did in Georgia. He's a sheriff there. He went around to all the sex offenders' lawns yesterday and put signs up saying that you should not trick or treat here. There's a sex offender in this house.
Yeah, should they not be giving out candy anyway? Is that a law that they can't give out candy? Because it probably should be.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if there are restrictions about that. You would think that it would be. I think they have restrictions about living closer to schools and things of the such, I thought. But I'm not really sure how that works. And it's one of those things that, you probably should know more about. And I feel bad because yesterday I meant to give out the website you can go to right here in Florida, and you can pull up and see, okay, maybe some questionable houses.
I looked up the one by my place. I cannot believe. I feel like I lead the league. My street leads the league in sexual predators. There's so many of them on my street.
Yeah, I checked.
Seems safe.
I live by a school.
Yeah, it'll give you, unless you expand the radius, I checked the initial one's just a mile, and I had 6 houses with sexual offenders in it.
6?
Within a mile of my house.
Yeah, I had a bunch, man.
Yeah.
I had more than 6.
Mm-hmm. The sheriff was asked about this because, anything you do anything anymore, it's a bold statement. It's going to be controversial. But
Right.
he said, basically state law reads, the sheriff shall inform the public of the presence of sexual offenders in each community. He said, look, I just look at it as I'm doing my job. And he said, I'm in the business of keeping safe communities and making sure that our children are protected.
Well, as a parent, wouldn't you want to know what house had a sex offender in it?
Absolutely.
Yep, I sure do.
It's not you trying to be a jerk or you're just trying to do the best for your kid.
And most parents are there with their kids, and you'd be like going, okay, what's he going to do, snatch the kid and then run inside? I mean, it's possible. It's rare. But the other thing, too, is you just don't even want to put them on the radar. That would be it. And be like going, you never know. They may be like, oh, okay. And then later they're looking for the kid or they see them out playing. It's like, oh, remember you came to my house for trick or treat. Like, you just wouldn't even want to start any kind of dialogue like that.
Well, in our family, we took Rocco. Me and Panda had Rocco the whole time. But Mags went off with her friends. Now, she didn't leave our neighborhood. There's plenty of trick-or-treating there. But if there was a predator there in the neighborhood, I would want to know. And I would say, Mags, you and your friends, don't go to this house.
Yeah, and I know people always call in and, what are the specifications for the sexual offender? And there are, the gray lines, and you'd have to look to see exactly. It doesn't tell you. It's just like it would pop up like a color of a house. So what was it that, they were convicted of?
You can find out what they're convicted of. They have them listed of
It
what.
does, okay. It goes into it. And I would recommend on that to do that because then that would probably really separate, the ones that would be.
A guy that got caught peeing.
Yeah, versus
from a guy
somebody,
who's a predator.
And we're not talking about that.
No.
We're talking about someone who's preying on children. That's what we're talking
In fact, a guy that got caught peeing shouldn't even be in the same category as predator or deviant or any of that. It's kind of ridiculous that those lines are so blurry on this.
Yeah, I don't know how often that happens, and I think that is listed as well on there.
Yeah, you'll be able to see. But just kind of a heads up for next year or future years, or just, maybe you want to know. Google search is probably the best because the website's long. It's like offender.fdle.state.fl.us. So, that's kind of tough. But I just did a quick web search. If you just Google it, it should be able to come up and you should be able to see it. There was another sheriff in Georgia who his plan was he wanted to temporarily relocate sex offenders. So he wanted to take them, pick them up at their house, drive them someplace away from where there'd be any trick-or-treaters, and then when trick-or-treat was over, drive them back.
Shame them on.
That was in Grovetown. Yeah. Hop on the sex offender bus.
You think they're going to go?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that went.
And how would you enforce that? I don't know if you could even enforce. You can't enforce that.
Yeah, I would think that would be pretty tough to do. So that was one of the things that was out there.
I would just want to know what house is what. I just want to know where they're at is all.
Yeah. One other thing that I've seen just pop up in the news, a little bit of fallout from Halloween, is the ongoing thing about changing the color of your skin. That is one of the reasons why you're not watching Megyn Kelly now on the Today Show, is because of her comments on blackface. Al Roker has been a big proponent of it. I don't know if you saw what happened, but people were criticizing him because yesterday he dressed up as Doc Brown from Back to the Future, but the character's white. And he snapped back and said, look, I think it's wrong when anyone changes the color of their skin, which I did not do. You can be anyone of any skin color. You just can't change your skin color.
Is Halloween over yet?
Thank God it is.
Gosh.
Yes.
Is fighting over yet?
No.
Is Twitter done?
Well, that was just it. People were purposely looking up instances, who want the fight. And it's not even stopping there because people are saying, oh, well, if you're going to do this to Megyn Kelly after what she said, then let's go back. And people are digging up old photos of Hoda Kotb and Lester Holt and Jimmy Fallon even, of them wearing and changing the color of their skin, different skits and photos and things that they had done. So, the big war about the hypocrisy of changing your skin color for a costume is not over yet.
People clapped back on Twitter, too, when they saw Gabrielle Union dressing like Gwen Stefani. It's like, get a life, people. Good Lord.
Yeah, I just, it's this ticky-tack stuff, and people want to continue fighting back and forth. And it's a shame that we even have any kind of problem with racism whatsoever, because racism, to me, again, I always say it's when you want to discriminate or there's hate or there's some kind of bias that is based in your motivation for what you're doing. But ultimately, if we lived in a world of peace, I don't think anyone would have any kind of problem with anybody changing and altering their skin color for a costume. I really don't think that would be the issue.
It's the history that goes with it.
Blackface was different in the way it was done and portrayed, and that style of costume was meant to degrade. And so that is, I think, a different issue if you want to argue and ticky-tack over the two between the difference, but it is going on there. So I saw somebody in Kansas City decide to go as Jay-Z and Beyonce, and they shouldn't, and she lost her job because of it.
She's a nurse. She got fired.
Yes. So there's some fallout of that stuff that is still going on today. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, I got to tell you, there is something going on in my neighborhood. I hate it. I don't like it. City governments continue to do it, and they think it's the right call. I don't understand it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll tell you about it coming up next on the KVJ Show. I don't like them. I don't get them. They just did one in my neighborhood. I'm not happy about it. Roundabouts. I think some people like them. But it's causing so much confusion. They put one in, and it's that whole yield thing, and now everybody's kind of like stopping and don't really know how to do it or go about it. Now, there's some that I've seen that are effective and okay. They're not too bad at all. Wellington seems to have the roundabouts down pretty well. Abacoa, not so much. I don't know what it is. I go to Abacoa and I hit a roundabout and I get spun around and then I go back the direction I was coming from and I'm like, wait, where am I?
Yeah, you end up in Jupiter Farms. Like, how did this happen?
I don't know what's going on here. And
You're
I will
right.
tell you some of the roundabouts, and part of it is like there's so many trees and vegetation in it, and then there's vegetation around the sides, and when that happens, it's like you're in a corn maze. And you just don't even know, like, okay, wait, where... If there's more than just one option on the other side where it would be like a straight street, then it's like it's too much. And I'm like, wait, do I take the 2nd, 3rd, or 8th street on this roundabout?
I try to get to Roger Dean Stadium and I end up at FAU security section.
Yeah. So like I said, there are some that are okay. Wellington, I'm all right with the roundabouts there. The ones in Abacoa are so dang confusing. They never work for me. I always wind up on the wrong road. I don't know where I'm going. And the one by my house is pointless. They put it in. It used to be one of those ones, and there is a little bit of confusion the way we do our roads. When you're trying to go across traffic and take a left-hand turn, and everything's U-turns here in South Florida. So they put a roundabout in. I think they thought that would be better. But it's got yield signs. So now everybody just kind of stops, and then nobody wants to go because they don't know, is it like a 4-way stop, or how do we go? And they still haven't paved the road around this roundabout, and so it's...
For me, a yield sign is like, okay, just take your foot off the gas. I'm not hitting the brake, though. I'm never going to be the first to yield because I got places to go.
Oh, if you throw a yield at me, I am the one causing confusion. I go, I stop, I go, I stop.
I had that yesterday, so I was kind of...
keep going.
I was going to keep going and just slowly go behind this car that's in front of me, but the car thought I was going to plow into it, so it stops.
Oh, my
So it stopped right in
gosh.
front of me, and now I'm stopped, and I'm like waving. I'm like, no, go ahead. And I'm like, this roundabout is causing so much confusion. I'm like, and it's just brand new. And I've been in, my place for almost 20 years, and now I'm like going, I'm going to have to move.
You want to see Bird have a meltdown? Just throw a merge somewhere where I got to do I go? Ooh, is it?
Yeah, something about you tells me I don't merge well.
I'm not a good merger.
I'm not a merger.
I'm not a merger.
It's not my thing.
I can't merge.
Not my thing. So, yeah, to me, I believe not all roundabouts are created equally, and the one that I've got around my house now, it's not the confusing kind. It's just going to be the aggravating kind. Where it's like, okay, no, you go, no, okay, no, it's that awkward. It's an awkward roundabout. No, wait, yeah, no, okay.
No, you go, no.
And then you both go at the same time, and then you're like,
It's a mess.
It is a mess. Thank you, City.
Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in your Dirt of the Day, crazy revelations from an actor on a major show that he mutilated his own body to get acting jobs. What limb did he cut off, and who did this? What the hell? I'll share this story with you. It's crazy, coming up in your Dirt.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF. From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777.
800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher Automotive. It's a great time to get into a new ride this month at all 3 locations in North Palm, West Palm, and Delray Beach. SchumacherAuto.com. Come join the family. A couple of slow spots on I-95 as we get your Thursday morning commute underway. Northbound, you'll find a rollover accident at Linton Boulevard. We also have a disabled vehicle northbound just before Forest Hill Boulevard, and at 10th Avenue North, you'll see some road work causing some delays. On your surface streets, also keep an eye out for an accident. Gun Club Road at South Military Trail. Delays on the approach to that area as well. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits for 979 WRMF.
Air conditioner not cooling like it should? Call Lindstrom Air for a free air conditioning service call when we make the repair. Like CFC 142-7611.
I love those guys.
Okay, moving time. First things first, you want someone you can trust with your stuff. Next, you want to make sure there are no hidden fees. That brings us to All My Sons Moving and Storage, a name you can trust with over 4 generations of moving experience. We provide white glove service throughout your entire move. So whether you're staying close or moving far, dial ** move to speak with a moving specialist today. All My Sons Moving and Storage, where you get the best moving experience, period.
Grease is the word, and the Kravis Center is the place. Come see why fans are still hopelessly devoted to the phenomenon that brought us hits like You're the One That I Want, Summer Nights, and more. 50s era fun is in store from this musical that was a blockbuster film and Broadway hit, Grease, with shows from November 15th through December 2nd. For tickets, visit kravis.org or call 561-832-SHOW.
Hi, I'm Dr. Janet Allenby. We all want that sculpted body without effort and in the blink of an eye. Well, that time is now. We have M-Sculpt, the world's first and only FDA-approved machine to simultaneously burn fat and build muscle. It's the hottest new trend for celebrities. M-Sculpt is perfect to tighten that core, get those washboard abs, lift that tushy. We all want that Brazilian butt. Come into Allenby Cosmetic Dermatology for your free consultation. Discover cosmetic life without the knife. Call 833-ALLENBY, ALLENBY.
When it comes to vehicle safety, having poor visibility is a risk not worth taking. Get set for this fall's weather by visiting your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store during the See Better, Drive Safer sale. You'll find deals on name brand headlights, wiper blades, and everything you need to see better and drive safer. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better prices, every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Sure, we could build our subs using pre-sliced meat like everyone else. But then we'd be like everyone else. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Family Implant and Dentistry of Boynton Beach provides the best for all your general dentistry needs. From brightening your smile, renewing your smile, to restoring your smile. Get new patient exams and cleaning for just $69. Plus the best implants and crowns at the best price in South Florida. And there's IV sedation to make your dental experience smooth and easy. Family Implant and Dentistry has a back-to-school special on braces. Just $100 a month. Call Family Implant and Dentistry for an appointment at 561-270-5199 or online at dentalimplantboynton.com.
The free iHeartRadio app keeps you connected anywhere you go. More than just your favorite radio stations from all over the country. It's personalized radio with your favorite artists. Type in your favorite artist and we'll build you a station with all that artist's best music. All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free. iHeartRadio.
Try Cece's new meat eater and Supreme Endless Pan pizzas. Now for a limited time. Load up on crust and toppings, not on price. Starting at just $5.99 on the unlimited buffet. Only at Cece's. Prices and participation vary. Taxes and drinks excluded. Restrictions apply.
Workers' compensation claim, Gordon & Partners, 333-3333.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Shop thousands of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. Priced thousands below retail. 954-222-CARS. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Coming up in your Dirt of the Day, I will tell you about the actor. This is a crazy story. Who admits to cutting off a limb to get acting parts. Kind of crazy. I'll go into the details here in just a second, and I think Jay Bird even has some audio for us coming up, too, of that same story. Before we get into that, it looks like Chris Brown and his baby mama are getting along. They were fighting for a while, but now, according to our sources, they have it all hammered out for child support. Chris had been paying about $2,500 a month for his daughter. They wanted it to go up to $21,000 per month, at least the mother did. We're told that she's not going to get that much, but she is getting a significant increase. And as a part of this new deal, Chris Brown will be buying his baby mama a new house and pay for all of her legal fees. They're still ironing out details of who gets the daughter when and how things are going to be split up. But according to sources, it has gone from screaming matches in these meetings to now being civil and polite. And finally, now that the kid is 4, it sounds like they're being able to hash out something that is fair, because $2,500 a month seems a little low, and $21,000 a month seems a little high. Can we get some kind of a compromise in the middle, maybe? In other news, Beastie Boys, they're doing a big thing right now, and I guess they're doing a lot of press talking about what exactly did the Beastie Boys stand for? I guess it's an acronym.
Okay.
It was called Beastie Boys because what does it stand for? Beastie.
I've only recently learned to say this properly because we had to do these shows. It's an acronym.
That's correct. Wow.
Because I used to say an acronym, and then I was corrected, like that's not actually a word.
An acronym could be a new...
Boys entering anarchistic states towards inner excellence. And yes, it was a stupid name. No, and here we are. We're supposed to be grown men, and it's still the name of the band.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. But the name is just so catchy, and it just stuck, and so works.
Yeah, they were putting together basically an anthology kind of like book talking about the Beastie Boys, the surviving members. And there's all kinds of cool little stories that are coming out about how after the first album that was so big, they were still broke. And, some interesting things from original stage props that are very phallic that are still in storage. And, so there's a lot of cool behind-the-scenes Beastie Boys stories that are starting to come out now.
Do you watch that show, Better Call Saul? Isn't that the spinoff from Breaking Bad?
It is, and I hear unbelievable things about this show. I've never watched it, but I hear it's really good.
I hear the same thing. I'm about ready to get onto it, I think, because of that.
I am a big Bob Odenkirk fan. I love him as a comedian. I love that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the actor Todd LaTourette? I guess he's on the show. He's also been on other shows, several different shows, actually. I guess he's been cast in a lot of shows because he came in and did these acting interviews saying he was a war veteran and said he was injured overseas, but that's not the truth. He says he cut off his right arm 20 years ago with a skill saw to be able to get acting gigs and say that he was an injured veteran. He says it happened 20 years ago when he was off of his medication to treat his bipolar disorder, but that it's helped his acting career considerably.
We have the clip of him talking about it if you want to hear it.
Oh my gosh.
This is a necessity for me to apologize. It's been so difficult to live with since then. It's been years. Since I told that lie, I severed my own hand with a skill saw. The state of my mind was a psychotic episode. The film industry obviously took a different angle. I was different, and so they liked that. They trusted me that I was exactly who I said I was. I was a war veteran. I was hired because I lied. I was dishonorable.
Dang.
Wow.
That's almost like a Tales from the Crypt episode where the guy becomes a famous puppeteer and he ends up having his hand mutated with a head, and he does it all for the love of the game.
This guy is now talking about this. This LaTourette is his last name. He hopes that by sharing his story about mental illness and bipolar disorder, that it will put light on the whole issue and how serious and dangerous it is to be off your medication. So that is his whole thing. That he says he did this when he was off of his medication. So crazy.
Jeez.
Can't say he didn't want it, though, as an actor.
I mean, talk about going for
Suffering
it.
for your craft?
Yeah.
That is commitment right
Whoa. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by the Feast of Little Italy. I don't know if you've heard, but it's going on all weekend at the Abacoa Town Center. And one Jason Jaybird Pennington, who is the most Italian guy we've got around these parts.
Jason Pizza Pennington.
Jason Pizza Pennington. He goes by many aliases. He's going to be a grand marshal on Friday night. So come on out for the kickoff, the opening ceremonies, if you will. Come shake Jaybird's hand and have the delicious food and the music, and there's fun rides for the kids all this weekend, Abacoa Town Center in Jupiter.
Our birthdays today include Mason, who is turning 10. He's a huge Jaybird fan.
Mason!
Yeah, there you go. That is from Mom, Dad, and Jace, his dog brother.
Aw.
Happy birthday, bud.
10th birthday wishes to Juliana from Alexis, Selena, and Dad.
Juliana!
You got Breland Kate, who is turning 7. Shout out from Daddy, Sarah, Zan, and Traven.
Breland!
Vincent, happy birthday from Mom, Dad, Tony, Ricky, and Chiquita.
Vincent!
Cameron's turning 11. That's from Dad, Mom, Miranda, Sam, Bubba, and Stella.
Cameron!
You have also got Josie having a birthday from your coworkers, DeSalvo and Associates.
Aw.
That is from Keith in the Muck City.
Josie!
And you got a big old football game going on in the Muck this weekend. The Muck Bowl, I believe, is going on tomorrow night. Pahokee and Glade Central.
You got a dog in this fight? You're a guy that knows about sports.
I
You
would
love
not.
you love high school football.
I do. I think it's going to be a pretty good matchup, as it always is. And I would hate to pick a favorite in the Muck Bowl.
I know. I'm trying to get Kevin some Twitter hate.
That'd be the one game I'm going to skip out on. Yeah.
Don't pick a side.
But I was just in Belglade last Saturday, so best to everybody out there. Braden, happy 6th birthday. He brings joy to everybody he meets, from Mommy, Daddy, Big Sister Avery, and Aunt Jody.
Braden!
Taking a look at his photo there on KVJ TV, you can see why.
Sweet boy.
Absolutely. And also happy birthday, Ryan. We love you, from Rebecca and Baby Max.
Aw, Ryan.
There's Ryan and Baby Max right there floating in the pool.
Cuties.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, if you want to watch this show, you can. It's on KVJ TV. Just go onto YouTube or kvjshow.com. And if you got a birthday that you want to get on the show, all you have to do is just send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com. Well, unfortunately, it's becoming a controversial phrase to say. All you do is you mean well, but just in today's day and age, when you try to mean well on social media, you're going to get some hate for it. So what do you got to watch out when you say it? I'll tell you about it coming up next.
These days, my
Well, social media a lot of times puts you in situations where you're just like, wow, okay, I don't know exactly how to respond to that. So I think sometimes we do have those little phrases or things that we say because it's just, okay, in this emotional state, this is what I say. But today, somebody's going to find offense with just about anything you do.
Well, I just, consider the source and where it's coming from. That's really kind of how I try to look at anything. And if someone's trying to be kind and cool to you,
yeah,
that's where it's coming from.
Exactly.
You don't need to lecture somebody about certain things.
Well, you had a friend that had posted up on social media that her mom was in the hospital.
Her mom was in the hospital. She was sick. And so I go on social media and I put, hey, sending positive thoughts and prayers to you and your family. That's all I had put.
Yeah.
Now, my friend didn't clap back at me, but there was like 4 other comments immediately talking about how you shouldn't be wishing prayers for people. Prayers do nothing. People are sick of hearing about prayers. Prayers are like the empty words. And I'm not even kidding you. It was about 4 comments deep. I ended up just deleting my comment because I didn't even want the heat. I'm like, all right,
prayers are empty.
Yeah, and the weird
okay.
And the weird thing is I'm actually seeing other people saying that kind of stuff that you should not ever offer prayers to somebody because it's now deemed offensive, I guess.
Yeah,
Can someone tell me why?
Well, there's a ton of backlash, I know, to anything that is religious. And so, people get very upset when there's anything in prayers are still, associated with some type of religious belief. And people, want to use social media to blast that belief and say religion's awful or you're stupid for believing in it or whatever they want to do.
Well, you don't have to, first of all, subscribe to a religion to offer up prayer. Prayer is something you do, in your time when you want to, get spiritual. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's a religious thing. Not that I have a problem with that either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why people do find it to be offensive. I don't know why people at least care to comment on it, and even if you don't like it.
Though.
Yeah.
I mean, again, people are trying to say a nice thing and wish you well and hope that you feel better. Seriously?
Well, I'm just
You're
seeing
gonna come down on somebody offering prayers.
All the reason why I'm bringing it up is because when I had put that up, I've been seeing stuff. I've been seeing articles. I've been seeing other people on social media really attacking that phrase, and it's becoming a thing.
It's tough. It's unfortunate because we just have so much stuff with social media now. It's put out there, and there's just so many things that get publicity, and there are just a lot of awful things that happen in our world. And we just don't know how to process it. And you don't want to say the wrong thing. And so thoughts and prayers has become the easy, and it is kind of the no-brainer thing. And honestly, how many people offer up thoughts and prayers and then they actually just don't even pray? They just put it thoughts and prayers, and I feel relieved of my obligation.
But that's assuming they don't do that, though.
Well, I'm just saying.
I do it every time. As soon as I write it, I say a little prayer for them, and I mean it. And screw you if you want to come down on me for that.
I just wanted to know, is that a new thing for some people? I'll never stop saying it.
Never. I will never stop saying it.
I've seen it, and it has been something that is registered in my mind, and so I try to stay away from it because, there's probably been a time where I said thoughts and prayers, and then later on I forget to go back and pray to that person or for that person.
So you got to do it in the moment. Do it as you're writing it, because I'm the same way. I would forget to.
Yeah.
Or just when you remember, there's not this big score sheet that said, if you remember 3 days later, pray for them there, or have a quiet moment. Whatever that is to you, there's no right or wrong on this.
Well, it's almost like what we need is, okay, if that's going to be the latest thing that offends, is there something that we can say where it's like, look, what I want to just say is that my heart goes out to you. And I hope that things turn out well. And sometimes now I've tried to recraft the thoughts and prayers and keep that out of it, unless I know the person is faith-based and it'd be something that they would appreciate to hear. And if I don't know or they're not, then I usually put something to that effect. Because, I've seen it. I've seen other people get blasted. I haven't been blasted for it. But I've noticed that other people are if you put prayers.
If you're blasting people that have goodness in their intention, you need to check yourself. You're a moron.
I don't know why you want to pick that fight.
Why would you ever want to pick that fight?
Whether it means something or not, who cares?
Who
It's just they're
cares?
trying to at least be
You're
cordial
putting
and
good
polite.
energy in the universe. Do not come down on that.
I thought it was interesting just on the fact that how many comments happened and racked up so quickly. That's what was interesting to me. That's why I'm bringing it in here.
Yeah, we got Jill on here from Palm Beach Gardens to shed some light possibly on why issuing prayers on social media has become a controversial thing. What's your thought on this, Jill?
Good morning, KVJ Show.
Good morning, you.
Good morning.
Jason, you did nothing wrong with that. coming from is every time we have a horrible shooting in this country, all the politicians offer prayers and thoughts are with you, and nothing happens. So people got so pissed off about it, they've adapted that into everything. You did nothing. I mean, that was really sweet what you did, but now everyone is just, it's like a blanket statement now. Prayers and thoughts are with you. Everyone's going to blast it.
But that's insane.
Yeah.
Where it's coming from.
That's so stupid.
It had nothing to do with guns or you know what I mean? It
Yeah.
had nothing to do with that.
But
It's a sick mother in the hospital. Like, come on.
Well, I think probably what it is it's more people that sit back and they see the people who are a politician standing behind a lectern, and that's the one thing that they always say, and they're like, okay, well, you keep offering up these prayers, but it's not helping anything. Things aren't getting better. They continue to be bad, so these prayers are meaningless, and maybe it's misdirected blasting on it, and maybe it is just thoughtless things that are being thrown out there. Be like, okay, I'm standing in front of a microphone, I'm talking to sad people, a tragedy has happened, I don't know what to say, so thoughts and prayers is just the easiest and safest thing, or was, that I could say, and now thoughts and prayers is in the crosshairs because of everything that's been going on, and people are going, that's not effective, and that is your just dialing it out.
It's a scare tactic to make people feel bad about something they shouldn't feel bad about, and I'm not buying it. A lot of noise out there.
Yeah, it's now that it's on the personal level, and it's one of those things that if Jaybird's getting blasted for it, that it might be one of those things that it's just, look, and you said you got 4 pretty nasty, snarky comments.
Prayers don't work. We're sick of hearing about that. It's like...
Who are you to say prayers don't work?
Yeah.
How offensive.
And maybe they're talking about like,
Ugh.
okay, they always say that at every tragedy, and then another tragedy happens, and so we keep saying prayers at every single speaking at a tragedy, but the tragedies keep coming. So maybe that's what they're talking about.
But this is not about that. This is about him commenting on somebody's sick mother.
So here's
prayers absolutely will help your sick mother, I believe.
Well, I mean, there's... It's just kind of weird how that just the simplest of things now are turning into this crazy kind of agenda.
Well, I think it's the kind of stuff that, sad to say, I mean, I think social media, like Facebook, you're trimming back. Who are your friends? You want to get in that safe little pocket because you're just you don't want to go on and have a thread where you're posting something about your mom's in the hospital and you want to let some of your closer friends know because it's easier than calling 15 people.
Which is true.
And then you go back and you check the thread, and now people are fighting about prayers, and you're just like, look, this wasn't the intent. I just want to let some people know that are close family friends that she's in the hospital, and now all of a sudden it's turned ugly.
And now you can't show it to her where you would have wanted to show her. Look at all these people
support.
sending you love and good vibes and thoughts and prayers. Look at all these people that love you.
Yeah.
Now you can't show it to mom because it's a fight over something that has nothing to do with mom being sick.
The reason why these things are always kind of funny to me is because I'm over here going, lighten up. Quit getting offended. I mean, people get offended by everything, but by them getting offended, I'm over here getting offended. So it's like this.
Well, that's the
weird-
circle.
It's the circle. So I'm just as big as a hypocrite as the person calling.
No, I don't think you are.
We all kind of wallow in the mud, and
I think anytime someone snaps at you, you feel like, all right, it's time to snap back.
Well, they're snapping for stupid.
Yeah.
It's just interesting is all.
So, yeah, some people are starting to adapt that. Some other people are texting in saying, yeah, I've noticed that there have been some issues. And so I use a phrase like, my thoughts are with you.
But that's so crappy, though, that now you have to sanitize every little thing you say, especially when you're coming from a place of love. Can we attack the crap that's mean?
And you really do like to say a prayer for people, which I do.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I? Get off my back, and I will drop you as a friend if you start any of that crap on my Facebook.
I will say the person whose mom was in the hospital, they had no issue with it.
Sure.
It was the other people.
It's the other people commenting that probably don't even know her mom.
So you are getting comments of people who have been snapped at about that?
Well, people are just trying to put maybe at least a little bit of air into it to make people understand why some people are just fed up with hearing it, because it is one of those overused thoughts and prayers, and it seems like a mindless thing that we say, and there's no action that ever goes behind it, where somebody will say that and be like, I feel like it's released me of any extra effort, and I've said it, and now I'm not going to do anything to help the cause or help you out.
What's the next attack? The phrase "I love you"? Because I know a lot of people say that, and a lot of people don't mean that. That's kind of an empty "I love you." Oh, sure you do.
That's just it. And honestly, I think that's why, like I said, I think people are really starting to trim back when it comes to social media. That's the best thing that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff can do, is you creating groups where it's not like I'm putting it out there for the masses, because I don't want the masses to see. I want 8 people I know that are not going to give me crap that can see this kind of stuff, and we can have our own little circle of conversation, and that's really all I need. I don't need to broadcast this to the rest of the world, because I'm starting to find out I don't like the rest of the world.
Well,
masses, drop the M.
Yeah, well, anyone's got a problem with it, I'll say a prayer for you.
And I'll have a thought about you.
Oh, so many thoughts.
Together, we're thoughts and prayers.
Oh, I got some thoughts.
Okay, well, got any thoughts on it?
No, Kevin. No more thoughts.
No prayers.
No
just
prayers.
Thoughts.
No thoughts either.
That's so funny.
877-979-WRMF. You can call or text us 877-979-9763. Talk about stepping in it coming up here in just a couple minutes. Is it ever a good idea to have a relationship intervention with somebody? Are they effective? We'll discuss next.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777. 800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher Automotive. It's a great time to get into a new ride this month at all 3 locations in North Palm, West Palm, and Delray Beach. SchumacherAuto.com. Come join the family. Still seeing delays on 95 northbound just before Linton Boulevard due to an earlier rollover crash. Give yourself a little extra time to get through that area this morning. We also have a Surface Street crash on Gun Club Road at South Military Trail. Another wreck on 10th Avenue North. It's at Haverhill Road. In Broward County, delays building on I-95 northbound. A crash at Commercial Boulevard has 2 right lanes blocked. Traffic delays back to Sunrise Boulevard. Give yourself extra time to get through that area this morning. We also have one Surface Street crash to keep an eye out for. It's on North Pine Island Road, just beyond Sunrise Boulevard. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits 979 WRMF.
Air conditioner not cooling like it should? Call Lindstrom Air for a free air conditioning service call when we make the repair. Like CFC 142-7611.
I love those guys.
Attention! Due to demand, Arico Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, Fiat, West Palm, and Fort Pierce have been authorized to continue to offer all customers up to 30% off MSRP on over 4,500 new vehicles. But hurry, this offer has been extended through November 6th only. Up to 30% off MSRP. Hurry to Arrigo to save up to 30% off MSRP during the Black Friday sales event.
You gotta go Arrigo now.
Select models in Ontario plus tax title dealer install option $7.99 dealer fee. Rebates apply to dealer. See dealer for details.
Pay attention, who's ever listening.
America's favorite judge is on the case.
Judge Judy. No, don't send me Judge Judy. I know who I am.
Calling out injustice when she finds it.
Well, what do you think? Judges like to hear themselves talk?
And standing up for the truth.
So far, I'm not doing a bad job, right?
You're doing good. You're doing good. In Judge Judy, we trust.
I only fear God and you a little bit.
I hope in that order.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, today at 5 on CW34.
Next time on The Goldbergs.
They think Adam's short story is about me?
Yeah, let me take a look. The colorful sweaters and neon leggings hid the darkness in her heart.
Yes, we all know. Clearly it's me. Hey, don't hate me, mister. I found your little story. Okay, why would you hide something so amazing from your mother? You actually liked it? This is as good, if not better, than Stephen King himself. Stephen King.
The Goldbergs.
Tonight at 7 on CW34.
Florida stone crabs are finally back in season, and we got them at Bonefish Grill. They're delivered fresh from Florida docks right to our restaurants, and then served the way they're meant to be served, cracked and chilled, ready for dipping in our house-made mustard sauce. These native stone crabs pair perfectly with our handcrafted seasonal cocktails. It's the most delicious time of the year here in Florida, so come into your local Bonefish Grill to claw your way out of ordinary tonight.
Hey, it's Jay Bird. Let me tell you about Bank of America. Maybe you're driving around and you ask yourself these type of questions. Am I putting enough into my 401k? Should I lease or buy a car? What's the best way to use my bonus or tax fund? Well, whether you have questions about saving, spending, or anything in between, Bank of America's experienced financial specialists are here for you. Trust me, they've worked with me and they are awesome. Proudly serving West Palm Beach. Schedule an appointment at bankofamerica.com/conversation.
Nowcar.com. Buy your next Kia 100% online and skip the dealer. Nowcar has a huge selection of new Kia Optimas, Fortes, Sorrentos, Sportages, Souls, and more. Nowcar delivers straight to your door. Find the new way to buy a new car. Nowcar. Search Nowcar.com.
Is your to-do list just growing and growing? And you're like, how am I going to get it all done? Well, if new tires is something on your list, here's an easy way to do it. Just call up Tire Kingdom. Their mobile tire installation van can come out, swap out your old tires for the new ones. They'll even mount and balance the tires wherever you are, at work or at home. And it's as easy as scheduling your appointment online at TireKingdom.com. It's TireKingdom.com, or call up the number 844-GET-TIRES. That's 844-GET-TIRES.
Join us for Palm Beach's hottest community grand opening. Villamar at Toscana Isles by Akel Homes. Villamar offers new luxury homes with clubhouse, resort-style pool, and more from the low 400s. Tour Villamar's 5 decorated models this weekend for the best pre-construction pricing. Plus, save up to $10,000 towards closing costs. Located 3 miles west of I-95 on Hypoluxo. Open daily, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visit akelhomes.com. That's A-K-E-L homes.com. Prices and specifications subject to change without notice. Offer valid through November 10th, 2018.
It's a sound we take for granted, a healthy heart beating away. And when we get sick, we count on having access to the care we need. But Congressman Brian Mast is making health care more expensive for Floridians. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies discriminate against people with pre-existing conditions like asthma, cancer, and heart disease. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies charge older Americans 5 times more than younger people. AARP calls it an age tax. And Brian Mast voted to increase insurance premiums for Florida families by almost $3,000. In Washington, Brian Mast is siding with the insurance industry, and he's putting your health care at risk. Change Now is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Change Now. MakeChangeNow.org. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
You don't have to wait for Black Friday to get a great deal. At Raymond Honda, it's Black Friday all month long. They've got savings on over 11 acres of Hondas. You can trade in and trade up right now. And how about this? They want to keep your car payment about the same or less than your old car payment. We love that. Maybe you're stuck in a lease that you don't love. They can help you at Raymond Honda get out of it early. Plus, the service department is open late until 9 p.m. 7 days a week it's open. Get in there and find out about all the deals going on in the service department. If you haven't checked out the all-new Accord, Raymond Honda's got a bunch of them. Totally redesigned with technology the competition just can't touch. It's a great car at a great price. Go see Carlos Gonzalez. He and his team are running the show over there, and Carlos and his team want to put you in a great car at a great price. So don't wait for Black Friday. The savings are all month long at Raymond Honda's clearance event, 5200 Lake Worth Road in Green Acres, or online at RaymondHondaPB.com.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Lowe's.
Meteorologist Chris Farrell for CBS 12 News. Beautiful Thursday. Skies will be mostly sunny today. Very light east winds, 10 miles an hour, and a high of 85. Tonight's low, 73. Friday, partly cloudy skies. A 30% chance of a shower on Friday afternoon, the high 85. Saturday, cloudy, the rain chance 40%. Sunday, cloudy, the rain chance 50% for showers and storms.
Pros in the know start with Lowe's and save 5% on eligible purchases every day made with the Lowe's Business Credit Account. That's 5% savings in-store and online. Subject to credit approval. Cannot be combined with other credit offers. Exclusions apply. See store for details. U.S. only.
What's hot now on the KVJ Show?
Got some fun stuff going off tonight and throughout the weekend. If you want to see Jaybird tomorrow night, he is going to be at the Feast of Little Italy. You can check that out at the Abacoa Town Center. He'll be there starting at 7 o'clock. You got all kinds of cool stuff. It's a nice little street festival with food and music and art. They got some cooking demos going on, wine seminars.
Not only will he be there, Kevin, he will be one of the grand marshals doing the opening ceremonies.
I think what that means is I just walk around every booth and I shove it in my fat face and eat.
I think they all have to give you food.
Yeah.
And you get to try everything and weigh in.
Okay.
Because the Grand Marshal is kind of important. You wear the sash.
Hello, respect.
I got to iron one of my pizza jackets for tomorrow night.
Okay.
I've got a couple.
You iron, huh?
Nah, I just throw it in the dryer. It's kind of my version of iron.
Okay.
Yeah, I put ice cubes in the dryer and then put my clothes in there.
Oh, look at you.
Little hint I read about.
Oh, nice little strategy there.
Doesn't work at all.
Okay. All right. Well, you can see the Wrinkled Jaybird tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Feast of Little Italy at the Abaco Town Center.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Does it ever pay to do a relationship intervention? Or if somebody is with somebody they shouldn't be with, is it just best to let them fall on their face and try to help them pick up the pieces afterwards?
Did they ask for your help, or are you just putting your nose? Well, I think most times you got to just stay out of it.
Okay.
It depends.
All right. Well, what does it feel like if somebody pulls a relationship intervention on you and comes to you and like going, we got to talk about the person you're with? We've actually got that insight here. Todd from West Palm is on with us. Now, this kind of happened with you, Todd, and your friends?
Yeah, it did. I was out with them one night. We were at the bar, and I told them that I was going to propose to my girlfriend, and they all got, real quiet, didn't really say anything. And then a few days later, one of them shot me a text and was like, hey, we should go on a fishing trip this weekend. And we all love fishing. It's what we used to do when we were little. So I was like, this is going to be a great moment. So I showed up with all my gear when the weekend rolled around, and all 6 of my friends, like it was a movie, were just sitting in a circle in chairs, waiting for me to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And they sat me down, and they were like, we got to talk. And every single one of them told me that she wasn't good for me and that I shouldn't marry her. And they said that I had changed a lot, and they all had really strong opinions about her. And they asked me to just break up with her completely, and I was just totally blindsided.
Okay.
Wow. What is she like when she's around them for all of them to get?
Yeah. Does she change? Because is she one way around you, and then when she gets around them, she's different?
I mean, I haven't really noticed. She always pokes fun like one of the boys do. And that's kind of one of the reasons that I love her.
Is she really, really, really smoking hot, and you are blinded by her hotness?
I mean, yeah, she's a straight 10 out of 10.
Okay, well, they could be jealous of her, too.
Uh-huh, true.
All of them, they're gonna turn on their boy because she's just hot? I don't think so.
They said that they think that she's, really judgmental and obnoxious and just totally obsessed with her phone.
She sounds fun.
Sounds like a...
Can I get her number?
Everything about the 10 out of 10, that sounds just like Virginia.
Screw your friends, just start hanging out.
Everything but the 10 out of 10.
I was just going to say I'm at a loss because, these are the guys that I came up with. And
Yeah,
this is
well,
the woman that I love. So
sure, yeah. Childhood friends come to you and say, "Hey, look, we know you love you, known your entire life. This person you're with, we don't think is good for you for these reasons." Jaybird, I know that you've got friends like that you grew up with here in town. If they came to you and said, "Hey, look, this certain person that you're with, it's not good for you. We don't like her. We don't think she's good, and we think you're different because of it." How much of that do you listen to them and say, okay, they came to you, and if you're really into this chick and you didn't see it, would you dump her right away just based on the good faith of people you've trusted and known your entire life?
Well, I would just hope I wouldn't be that disconnected to not being able to see that developing. All of my close friends, he's talking 6 close friends that he grew up with growing up. I'm thinking about all my close friends who know me very well.
Yeah.
They would not sit me down collectively unless they really thought I was in grave danger. It sounds like to me they know something that we don't know.
Okay.
It's possible he could, imagine 6 of the closest people in your life, Virginia, all from different backgrounds. They sit you down and say, this is a red flag. Do you not at least think about that a little bit?
I would think about it. But, if you have an awesome relationship, I would just think, well, maybe they're jealous or they just can't click with her personality like I do.
Yeah, and there's other things too. Sometimes you would have to say, are they upset because maybe I don't spend as much time with them? And they're
I've seen that.
Yeah, you're different, meaning you're just not available, and we don't like that, and we think that she's bad for you because you're not the same. Or she's not cool that we like to hang out till 3 a.m. getting really hammered, and she's changing you because now you're like, oh, it's midnight, I'm going to go home. You're like, what?
Okay, well, let me, sir, if you're still on there, do any of your friends that sat you down, are any of them married?
One of them's married.
Are any of them in serious relationships?
Not really. They're all on the apps.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, and I think you have to weigh all this. If you're Todd and you've gotten blindsided with a relationship intervention, how should you take it? I would take anything into account. And typically when anybody tells me anything, I at least process it. I look at the source that it came from, and then I try to say, okay, is there validity to what they're saying, and why are they saying this? And there are different options. Maybe she truly is obnoxious and judgmental. And maybe there are things that Todd does see and understands, but he's like going, yeah, but that's not enough to outweigh the awesome that she brings to the table. She's a freaking 10 out of 10, man.
We've all had that one friend that dates someone who is awful, and they are blinded by whatever's going on, and everybody can see it, and they're not that good for that person. And you want to try to save them, but I don't know if you can save them.
Sometimes things got to work themselves out.
I completely agree. I think you have to go down your own path because, first of all, their approach was kind of weak. You don't sit in a circle. You don't make it uncomfortable like a movie.
It's not an intervention.
No, you relax. you have a heart-to-heart, and you act like you don't make it so weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if they make you choose, you do not choose the person that's making you choose.
Okay.
That's what I always say.
That's the way ultimatums work.
Anybody who gives me an ultimatum and says it's either me or them, I say, okay, well, it's not you because you're the one giving me an ultimatum and they're not.
But what if they know something that's not being presented right now? What if they know this chick is really awful for their friend?
Well, then tell me. Tell me the information you have. If all you have is that she's got a cutting personality and she likes to joke like the guys, and I mean,
not enough. Ultimatum is every card's on the table.
Right.
And if you don't put every card on the table, then don't bring it. Because that's the time where you lay it all out and say, look, everything I know about her, I'm going to let you know. And if I don't, then it's on them.
Well, if you love somebody, it don't matter what anybody says. I mean, if you really do, like you're saying, if you have a connection with her that nobody else can see, but you can feel that and you know that, well, there's your answer. That's all you need.
And if she treats you well.
Yeah.
So you really have to look at it like, are you happy with her? Is she nice to you?
Okay. Well, ever dealt with a relationship intervention? How did you handle it? Maybe you can help Todd out here. 877-979-WRMF. You can call or text at the KVJ Show. All right, so you're having a relationship intervention. Todd has been kind of going through this, but what is the motivation behind it? If you're going to have the intervention, you got to lay all the cards on the table. His buddies didn't do that. A lot of people are thinking maybe they're just jealous. They don't want to get one of their boys all hitched up so that they lose them. If she's cheating or something like that, then that's the kind of stuff that you got to lay down on the table during the intervention. It may hurt, but if you're going to do it, you got to bring it.
But it would be interesting to hear everyone else that was in the room. We were just getting this guy's account. What if they did say something and he's leaving that out?
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
Well, that's just it. But I mean, if they haven't told him, then that's really their fault. So to me, I would say advice on giving an intervention. You got to be prepared at that point to lay it all out and say everything that you feel. If not, you see Todd's walking away and he's got confusion about it, saying, well, what's the true motivation? I mean, you just say that she's obnoxious and she's snappy and you don't think she's good for me, but okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm doing okay with her.
Where's the concrete bad stuff?
Right.
Where's where she's evil? It just sounds like she's just maybe a little lippy and she's hot.
I'd like to actually talk to the friends on the phone and get their account.
I would too, but the thing is, if they won't tell him in person in privacy,
But here's again.
I can't imagine they would come on the radio and be like, okay, here's the truth.
I'm just saying.
It'd be great if they would.
I'm just saying we don't know. Maybe they did say something he didn't want to bring on the air.
But if I'm Todd, I'm not listening to my buddies at this point. I'm like, give me something concrete. I mean, other than just you find her to be obnoxious.
I would think it's weird though if 6 of my close personal friends and family in my life sat me down and go, Bird, what are you doing with this chick? If you, Virginia, Denny's, my dad, my sister, and Bigfoot all sat me down.
We need to sit you down and be like, why are you so lonely?
Yeah.
Why aren't you getting some chicks?
Mm-hmm.
I would just be like, all right, everyone's coming at me about this. Maybe I need to listen a little bit.
Yeah. And some people are saying, look, I was on the other end of this. I was blinded. My friends tried to tell me I couldn't see it. It wasn't until she smashed all my stuff that I saw what my friends saw. And that's possible. I hear you.
I mean, if Kevin Ralston got involved, sat me down, Bird, what are you doing with this chick? I'd be like, all right, what is he seeing?
That'll never happen.
Well, but if it did,
yeah.
Kevin will let you make your own mistakes.
But I would probably, if I did, I mean, I would, because he's close enough. I'm close enough to the Bird that if I saw something that was really destructive, but I would probably really present a case.
Right.
To say, look, here's everything.
He'd lay it out like prep. There'd be bullet points.
Oh, no doubt. There'd be flow charts. There'd be
spreadsheet.
Yeah. I'd have videos, photos, audio recordings.
It would be so organized. I'm like, okay, this is too much. I gotta leave.
Yeah. Rachel, you got a thought on this?
Yeah, and Jason, you're gonna be surprised we're on the same page.
Okay. And what is it you agree with what Jason said?
Well, see, when my husband and I first started dating, and he started introducing me to his closest friends, whenever I would see them and he wasn't around, I was the same person with them that I was when he was around than when he wasn't around. What these guys might be trying to struggle to express to him is that she's a different person when you're not around. Because we have another friend who he started dating this girl, and she was one way when he was in the room, and then when he wasn't around, she was a completely different way, and has managed to isolate him from most of his friends. They can't stand her. They don't know how to tell him because she's such a bitch to them. That she is a controlling, dominating bitch. Nobody likes her, but we don't want to lose him as a friend. So we're trying to hang on, but she's really doing her level best to make sure that none of his friends remain in his life.
It does happen.
It is, and that's kind of the game that you're going to get in. That sometimes, if you're drawing a battle line, and if they stay with this person, and the person that they're staying with realizes you've had this intervention, they're going to see you as the enemy, and they're going to be like going, look, if you love me, you won't be with them because they clearly are going to fill your mind with poison about us. So if you love me, you can't still be friends with them.
I'm just saying, you got this new person in your life, and then you've got 6 of your closest people from your past sitting you down saying, red flag, beware.
Yeah. It's tough. Somebody just texted in and said, yeah, my husband went through the same thing with one of his friends. Guy was completely outgoing, awesome dude, got with this toxic chick. She did the whole thing where what do you know, I'm pregnant. And then she said, if you want the baby to have your last name, I better have a ring on my finger. And she threw out, it better be a $15,000 to $20,000 ring that you get.
Oh.
He works like 70 hours a week, is always busting his hump to try to pay for her, and she barely works at all and just kind of sits back and controls his life, and he's a totally different person now. That's tough when you're friends with a guy like that, and you're like, man, he is a shell of what he used to be.
Y'all, that happens.
It does, but I don't know. Maybe that's Todd. I don't know. Todd, maybe your friends see that your personality has changed and this girl's changing you for the worse.
Maybe this is why the Bird's still single.
Why?
Because of stories like this.
Oh, these stories don't help. I can tell you that.
You don't want to be a shell of a bird?
No, I do not. I see a lot of shell of my former friends.
Oh.
Not all of them. Some of them are happy.
Which ones are unhappy?
I'm just no.
Names?
Panda? No, just kidding.
He went for the jugs.
Just kidding.
Somebody else texted in and said, yeah, I've been in Todd's exact situation. I married somebody my friends all warned me not to. On paper, he was perfect, very attractive, great family, successful, and outgoing. But they saw something that I didn't. I chose him and 4 years later divorced. I remarried, and they all love my second husband and have been happily married for 10 years. They're seeing something he's not, and that is possible.
It absolutely is. They're not going to... 6 dudes are not going to sit a guy down because they're jealous of his hot girlfriend. That's not going to happen.
Do we know the gender of the 6 people? Is it dudes?
I believe that's what he had said.
Mm-hmm. Martha's on here from Boynton. You had an unsuccessful relationship intervention once, Martha?
Yes. You guys are awesome, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So a couple of years back, my brother, we had a girlfriend, and slowly but surely, we could all see red flags. She was really controlling. There was just weird stuff going on. My mother, we happen to be Cuban, and my mother has no filter. So my mother would say to him straight out, this is why she's not good for you, X, Y, and Z. He would rebel. So he was like, no, I'm not listening to Mom. I started to notice it. His friends started to notice it. It got to the point that he got engaged. He had a best man. The best man actually told him, like a month before the wedding, I'm not coming to this wedding. I cannot be part of it.
Wow.
That's how bad it got.
Yeah.
Got married, Memorial Day weekend, divorced before Halloween.
Wow.
I mean, that's how crazy it was. So all I'm saying is that if Todd has friends, 6 of them. Now, guys in general don't have that much, they're not that communicative, not that showy about their emotions. If all 6 of these guys are seeing something, maybe Todd just doesn't need to rush into getting married.
Yeah.
Stay with the girl, keep your eyes open, see what they say, and feel it out a little bit. Sometimes time is all you need.
I agree with you.
I agree. At least, if nothing else, Todd, delay it. Just see how it goes. And if to me, that is the telltale mark, because like the one text I read just a couple minutes ago, if that person then starts really pressuring you and saying it's time to get married, it's time to grow up, it's time to have a baby, it's time to this and that, and tries to put those kind of things on you and really put the nail in the coffin, that's when you got to say, okay, maybe this isn't the right person for me.
Some of these stories I feel like you almost kind of need to bring back those scary sound effects from yesterday. Some of these are horrifying.
Yes, it is. It's like going, and then she got pregnant. You're right.
You want to see a bird fall apart?
Oh my God. I love kids. I just don't want to have one with the wrong person.
It's good.
plan.
I give that to anybody out there. Honestly, anything when it comes to that kind of intimacy, it's better to go slow, baby.
You make your life super duper stressful when you have a kid with a person that you don't get along with.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
I am.
I mean, I'm just
so many legal fees.
I'm just looking at my friends and what they go through.
Oh, Jay-Bird. You have no idea.
Then you got Denny's and Jen, who are an amazing, beautiful couple, happily married.
It's the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, we try to keep it peaceful on our end.
It's just a good thing to do, honestly. If that's just your one thing in a relationship, just keep it peaceful.
Keep it peaceful. Try to communicate.
That's it.
If I have an issue, I just tell her. If she has an issue, she tries to tell me.
Simple.
We try not to get feelings involved. Just try to adapt and change to it.
That's the one thing about Denny's. If there's an issue pressing, he don't wait for it to kind of manifest. He rips it off like a Band-Aid.
It's good.
It just makes it easier.
Mm-hmm. All right, time for another round of producer Dennis Joke Jury. Here we go with the comedy.
All right, guys. What has 6 legs, invades picnics, and thinks Kevin is smuggy?
6 legs, invades picnics, and thinks Kevin is smuggy. I don't know. What is it?
Ant-Ann.
A-N-T Ann.
That's good clean comedy.
Okay, there we go.
It's my favorite kind of ant.
Ant-Ann.
Second joke. What kind of music does Thor listen to?
I don't know. What kind of music does Thor listen to?
Ragnarok.
Okay. It's a movie. It's a Thor Ragnarok. You
What?
know, it was one of the movies. Thor was like Thor Ragnarok.
Denny's, get out.
Clearly, it wasn't a joke.
Are you just giving
I'm just throwing stats out for you guys.
What?
Me and Virginia are like, what is that?
No, watch slower.
I didn't get that one, Danny.
All right, moving on then.
Her brain is broke.
Third joke. What does spoiled milk and Sunday brunch have in common?
I don't know. What does spoiled milk and Sunday brunch have in common?
They're both turned.
Shouldn't you like it?
It's a party joke.
Milk joke.
Okay.
Fourth joke. What setting do lawyers use on their adjustable mattresses?
What setting do lawyers use on their adjustable? I don't know. What setting do they use?
Firm.
Okay. Law firm.
Oh, Virginia stopped laughing in the middle of her laugh.
She gave him that.
She ran out of batteries in the middle of her laugh.
You could have plugged sleep number. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I didn't know what the rules were. I didn't know if lawyers are, I don't want them involved.
Room's really turning on you, Danny.
Well, we came right in and like, yeah, all right, here we go. And now we're at what, joke 5?
Yeah, we're making our way.
Enthusiasm has waned greatly.
How quick we have fallen.
Yeah.
Final one for you guys.
Okay.
What did Sean Connery call the guy who was trying to cut him in line?
I don't know. What did he call him?
Pushy.
Okay.
I think it's radio friendly.
I believe it is when you're showing action.
When you're Sean Connery.
Yeah,
Sean Connery's actually.
I believe elections galore.
Pretty, pretty awful.
I don't know. Kind of feel another round of producer Denny's celebrity impressions.
We need it, Kev.
Might have to do that a little bit later. All right, here we go with producer Denny's Dirty Joke Challenge for you today. Going to give you the hook up here with a 4-pack of tickets to come check out Jaybird at the Feast of Little Italy, the Abacoa Town Center in Jupiter this weekend. All right, I'm going to give you the setup. You got to give me the punchline. What do you see when the Pillsbury Doughboy bends over?
Ooh.
Okay. You want to text the answer to us, 877-979-WRMF. First person through, texting us the correct punchline wins that 4-pack of tickets, 877-979-9763.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777.
800-561-7777. This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher Automotive. It's a great time to get into a new ride this month at all 3 locations in North Palm, West Palm, and Delray Beach. SchumacherAuto.com. Come join the family. Be on the lookout for slowdowns on 95 northbound in the area of Linton Boulevard due to an earlier accident. We have a new crash tying up traffic on the Turnpike. That's northbound before Atlantic Avenue, and on your surface streets a wreck South Federal Highway at Forest Hill Boulevard. We're also seeing delays 10th Avenue north at Haverhill Road due to an earlier accident, and in Broward County, slow traffic on 95 northbound in the area of Oakland Park Boulevard due to a crash in that area. Also keep an eye out for a wreck North Pine Island Road just beyond West Sunrise Boulevard. And on the 75 northbound, we have a crash. That's between US 27 and West Snake Road. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits, 579 WRMF.
Air conditioner not cooling like it should? Call Lindstrom Air for a free air conditioning service call when we make the repair. Like CFC 142-7611.
I love those guys.
Strax Rejuvenation. Get sexy now.
Strax Rejuvenation has been at the forefront of cosmetic surgery with 10 surgeons performing over 60,000 successful procedures. Thanks to loyal patients and their referrals, Strax has undergone a $500,000 renovation. Besides the beautiful new office, Strax has greatly expanded its array of services. Strax now offers Vaser liposuction in addition to traditional liposuction. The Vaser actually melts the fat, allowing for less traumatic suctioning. This results in much easier and faster recovery. Vaser can also be used in the right patients to create that ripped body or six-pack effect. Perfect for people who spend countless hours at the gym but just can't achieve that perfect look. Strax has one of only a handful of specially trained surgeons on their staff to perform high-definition Vaser liposuction. Also, Strax now offers a full array of post-operative services, including lymphatic massage, custom-fit garments, and IV wellness therapy, all to ensure the best results possible with much reduced downtime. So for the best prices and services that take your cosmetic surgery procedure to new levels, call Strax at 954-634-3333 or go to straxrejuvenation.com.
Celebrate Black Friday all month long with up to 60% off laser treatments at Body Detail's True Laser Specialists. Remove unwanted hair, get rid of unwanted tattoos, and enjoy more youthful-looking skin thanks to our state-of-the-art True Laser technology and our free lifetime guarantee. Visit bodydetails.com. That's bodydetails.com to schedule a free consultation with our licensed laser medical professionals and get more info today.
Cobb's Downtown at the Garden 16 Theater is a great place to see Hollywood's hottest movies. This week, catch Bohemian Rhapsody and Boys Erased. Visit cobbtheaters.com.
You know, all this month, all kinds of Black Friday deals are going to be happening. They're happening at Braman Honda, too. They've got Black Friday deals all month long. You can save big bucks on over 11 acres of Honda vehicles. I know all about saving at Braman Honda. We've got 2 Braman Honda pre-owned cars in our driveway right now. Before that, I had 2 Braman Honda lease deals in our driveway. We are Braman people because we love a deal and we love the best selection at the best price. That's what you're going to get at Braman Honda. Go meet Carlos Gonzalez and his team. They want to save you thousands. Let them show you the all-new Accord, totally redesigned with competition technology that no one can touch. This car looks amazing. If you haven't seen the all-new Accord, get in there and check it out. Their service department is great at Braman Honda, too. Open 7 days a week and late until 9 p.m. for your convenience. The bottom line is, don't wait for Black Friday. Get to Braman Honda today for the clearance event. It's going on now, 5200 Lake Worth Road in Green Acres, or shop online at BramanHondaPB.com.
Animalized Specialty Clinic and animal allergy skin and ear specialists present Paws in the Park, Saturday, November 17th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Carlin Park in Jupiter. Powered by Schumacher. It's a free family and pet event with Splash Dogs dock jumping, a pet photo booth, doggy lure racetrack, and pet psychic Lisa Shaw. There's, of course, music, great food, beer, and fun. Enter the cutest pet costume contest and talent contest. Presented by Chris Allen Realty. Cool the family down at the all-new Alfred Air Conditioning Ream Zone. For details, visit pawsintheparksouthflorida.com.
By the time Friday rolls around, you're ready for the weekend. But while your friends are already getting together and making plans, you still have to cash your paycheck. Good thing Regions Bank makes it really easy to swing by a branch to get your cash quickly, even if you don't have an account. In fact, you can put your money on a Regions Visa Prepaid Now card, an affordable, reloadable Visa card that's safe, convenient, and can be used wherever Visa debit is accepted, including online. The best part is, when your next payday rolls around, you can reload your check to the same card without stopping by the branch. Simply snap a photo of your check with the Regions mobile app, and just like that, you're weekend ready. So enjoy your money your way and start the weekend off right, because we get it. Some things are bigger than banking. To learn more, visit regions.com/nowcard. Member FDIC, terms, conditions, and fees apply.
At JM Lexus, you won't find any hidden fees, just our lowest price, right from the beginning. No more haggling or negotiating, and if we lower the price within the calendar month, we'll refund the difference. Change your mind? We have a 72-hour, no questions asked return policy. Welcome to Lexus Plus, where a single, dedicated consultant will personalize your experience from start to finish, and you'll get our best price up front. Because at JM Lexus, the only one that matters is you.
Hey, Dina, how was your vacation?
Hey, Jess.
We've been obsessing over your photos. How'd you go to like 3 different countries in a week?
We were on a celebrity cruise. Saw a new place almost every day.
That resort in your pictures was a cruise ship?
It was. There's a 2-story wine tower, a real lawn growing on the top deck, and the service blew us away.
What about dining? You're kind of a foodie.
The restaurants were incredible. The menus are designed by a Michelin-starred chef. Sushi, Italian, 24-hour room service.
What about the kids?
We barely saw them. They never wanted to leave Celebrity's camp at sea.
Okay, now I'm even more jealous. Do they go to the Caribbean?
Celebrity goes everywhere. The Caribbean, Alaska, Europe. And they're having a great sale. You can get 1 free perk, up to $600 off, and 50% off your kids' fares.
You had me at wine tower. How do I get that offer?
Just go to Celebrity.com. Call 1-800-CELEBRITY or talk to a travel advisor.
Offer ends November 27th and applies to select sailings. Savings vary by stateroom category. Other terms apply. Ships registry Malta.
If you're not happy with the speed you got with your Wi-Fi connection, there's a good chance you don't have Xfinity, because Xfinity gives you the best of the best, the fastest speed on the planet. Great for all your devices, all your rooms, all the time. It is definitely the way you want to go. I've got it in my house, and I love what I see when I've got my Wi-Fi cranking. And I get those Wi-Fi hotspots, 18 million of them nationwide, and they're all over South Florida. Gives me super fast speeds even when I'm not at home, and I can still connect without gobbling up all my data. And this Wi-Fi, too, can help you save on your wireless when you include Xfinity Mobile with your internet. It's the best Wi-Fi experience from Xfinity that makes streaming and saving simple, easy, and awesome. And you can get started with the Xfinity Internet for just $29.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, you can ask how you can save on your wireless bill when you include Xfinity Mobile with your internet. Just go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Requires EcoBill, paperless billing, and autopay. Offer ends 12/30/18. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After agreement, regular rates apply.
Attention! Due to demand, Arrigo Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, Fiat, West Palm, and Fort Pierce have been authorized to continue to offer all customers up to 30% off MSRP on over 4,500 new vehicles. But hurry, this offer has been extended through November 6th only. Up to 30% off MSRP. 2018 Durangos from $229 a month. Grand Caravans up to 10 grand off MSRP. Ram 1500 regular cabs from $19,999. 1500 quad cabs from $21,496. 2019 Ram 1500 quad cab classics from $339 a month. In addition, Arrigo quotes the highest possible trade allowance. Low financing rates are available, and Arrigo's banks want you approved. Hurry to Arrigo, Florida's #1 volume dealer, to save up to 30% off MSRP during the Black Friday sales event. You gotta go Arrigo, West Palm and Fort Pierce now. Offers not in conjunction. Select models. Amounts vary. 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due. All plus tax, tag, title, dealer installed option, $7.99 dealer fee. Rebates applied to dealer. Must qualify with approved credit through Chrysler Capital. FCA sales for locations. See dealer for details.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Shop thousands of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. Priced thousands below retail. 954-222-CARS. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach. Here's what's coming up on the Dirt of the Day. Dirt of the Day.
Uh-oh. Well, we had this thing in here not too long ago, the World Series trophy, and the guy in here was kind of being a diva about it.
No.
Would not let us touch it. Like, it's a big deal not to touch it. Wait till I tell you what happened to it yesterday in the parade in Boston. If I can't touch it, this surely shouldn't have happened to it.
I actually ended up touching it. I didn't know you could touch it.
You touched it against the rules, and that guy was stressing out. I'll tell you what happened to it yesterday coming up.
Entertainment updates 5 minutes after every hour from the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
All right, looking for the punchline here on producer Denny's Dirty Joke Challenge. I like this one. It's fun. It's cute. I think it's clean enough you can actually say it on the radio. Courtney's on here from Coral Springs here. The question, what do you see when the Pillsbury Doughboy bends over? And what is that answer, Courtney?
Donut.
There you go.
Yeah, get it? Uh-huh. It's cute, right? Cute.
The Pillsbury Doughboy might be the most adorable mascot. I don't know. It just happened to me. I think I had a stroke.
Courtney, nice job on that. And we're going to hook you up with a nice little prize. If you'd like it, Feast of Italy tickets. Hang on real quick, and Denny's will talk to you slowly, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, very welcome.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, it's going to be cool, man. They got a lot of food there.
Come on Friday and meet J-Bud.
Yeah, so there you go. Some good stuff. Yeah. I think we probably will do producer Denny's celebrity impressions. I just feel like getting another round of that. So.
I will write them up right now, Coach.
Okay, yeah. So I think we'll get to that coming up here probably in about another 30, 40 minutes. Stick around. That's going to be coming up here at the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second, I'll tell you what happened to the trophy, the World Series trophy in the parade that happened yesterday in Boston. Before we get into that, here's a little bit of who is this from Wayne's World talking?
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. Okay. Mike Myers talking about his love of the song Bohemian Rhapsody and how he just had to have it in the movie.
Bohemian Rhapsody came on, and my brother pulled over, and then from that moment on, each of us had a Galileo, you know? If you took somebody's Galileo, you got beat up, you know, basically.
Oh, you were assigned one of the 4 Galileos.
Yeah, and then I had a chance to write and be in a movie, Wayne's World, you know, and I was like, oh my God, I would love that to be the song. And the studio went, no. And I was like, what do you mean no? And then they said, we want Guns N' Roses, who I love, but it wasn't something I grew up with. So I really fought hard for that to be the song. Because I went, I don't want to be in the movie if that's it. And Lorne Michaels was like, let me get this straight. You've never been in a movie. You're not likely to be in a movie. And now you're not going to be in a movie.
That takes nards right there to say, no, I'm not doing it.
But he was right. Wayne, I mean, it fits. Bohemian Rhapsody is so good in that movie.
An iconic scene.
Yes. Here's Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is weird. Talking about his first Halloween costume.
Nicolas Cage? Wait, he's weird?
Well, tell us if you think this is a weird clip.
Okay.
I'm going to go all the way back to 5, maybe even, 5. And I was with my grandmother. And she bought the 2 older brothers beautiful Batman costumes with masks and beautiful capes and yellow utility belts. But for some reason, they lost my cape. And I had the costume and the mask, but no cape. And they gave me this drab green plaid blanket and said, well, that'll work as a cape, won't it, Nikki? And they tied it on me, and it was scratching. It just wasn't good enough. Very upset about it. That was the first time I wore a superhero costume.
All right.
He's a big Superman fan.
He is.
Yeah, didn't he name a kid? Kel or something like that? Kel-Al or
Yes,
something?
I think he did.
Yeah, sorry, I'm offending all the Superman fans that whatever it is, one of the characters.
I thought, was he gonna play Superman or?
I think he'd wanted to. I think he had really pined for it.
I thought at one point they had him, he was the guy to play Superman and it fell apart. The super dorks will let me know if I'm right or wrong.
There was something with that. because I've seen him in photos.
Well, that had to be soul crushing.
Yeah.
If he really wanted it, he loves it, he needs it, and then it doesn't work out.
If there's ever a role he wanted, yeah.
Do you think he went too big as Superman?
He was probably a little overdramatic.
A little intense as Superman.
But that's what you get. When you get Nick, you know you get overacting.
Have you ever seen Face Off with Nicolas Cage? And Travolta?
Yeah, wait. I mean, it's a pretty old movie, right?
That movie hurt my brain. Okay, I try to follow it, but I can't follow it because it's just too difficult.
It's not a hard concept.
They switch faces, and then one is the other one, and like, what's going on?
He's got some pretty good over-the-top acting in that movie.
Yeah, maybe that's what did it for him.
I love it, though. I love the over-the-top Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, if there's probably a reason why he didn't get it, it's this scene.
Not the beast! Ah! Open my eyes! My eyes! Ah! Ah!
I mean, in his defense, how else are you supposed to act if you're getting attacked by
That's
bees?
true. No, I think it's great. It's for some reason turned into comedy.
And finally here, the Boston Red Sox World Series celebration took a little bit of a turn in the parade yesterday. Now, I guess what the fans do is they throw closed cold beers at the team on the float as they're driving by. So the team's driving by, they are catching beers and chugging them, and they've got the trophy and they're holding it up in the air. And I guess, like, in a matter of like 3 seconds, somebody throws a beer and hits the trophy and bends one of the flags over on it. And then like a half a second later, somebody pegs the manager, Alex Cora, with an open beer, which I think is very uncool. If you're throwing beers at the team for them to catch and chug, and you throw an open one, that's going to spray everybody, and you're kind of a douche.
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be the concept. I mean, they even threw like Dustin Pedroia, who's on the team, they threw one to him, and he's like, oh, it's warm. And he's like, like going, yeah. He's like, so I think if you had a nice cold beer and you just tossed it up there to him, they'd be like, yeah, because that's happened before. These parades, and now Boston fans have taken it too far, and they're just chucking them and hitting players and coaches. Somebody else almost got hit in the head. Yeah.
They bent the trophy. It's bent.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean a massive crowd in Boston throwing beer cans at a parade? What could go wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that's all that went wrong.
Overall, there were 6 total arrests, including the guy that threw that open beer at Alex Cora. I guess they kind of stopped the parade. Alex pointed him out and said, "Him, right there."
Well, was the guy a Boston fan? Because if he's a Boston fan, that makes no sense.
It makes no sense. Why are you throwing an open beer at the team you love?
It's like, what was that one team? They won some championship and then they destroyed the city. I don't think you guys get how winning works.
Yeah, that's happened multiple places. But
burn it to the ground.
Yeah, we won. Let's rip some crap up.
Yeah, they flip over cars and catch couches on fire and loot.
It makes the one guy who ate the horse poop look like a genius.
See, you just got to see how lucky we are in South Florida to have no championships here recently.
You're right.
Our streets are much safer. So
the glass is half full.
I want to thank all South Florida sports franchises for tanking the last couple of years to keep us so safe. Thank you.
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by the Feast of Little Italy this weekend. Come join us for yummy food. I know I can't wait for that fried ravioli and the sausage and peppers and all the delicious cocktails and wine and fun and cooking demos. We'll see you out there all weekend. Abacoa Town Center in Jupiter.
Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, you might want to dial up the KVJ TV because we're going to, I guess you could say, answer some very probing questions that you'll only know who answers which way by how they raise their hand and who does.
You got any questions in there about our love lives?
I do have the question about who has pleasured themselves at work. Has anybody on the KVJ show done that?
Animal.
Okay, you'll only know if you're watching KVJ TV. You can go dial it up on YouTube right now or go to kvjshow.com. We'll find out that answer coming up after LSD. In there with LSD, song called Thunderclouds on the KVJ show. All right, going to be digging deep here in just a second. Got some prying questions. Now, some of the answers you're only going to know if you're watching KVJ TV on YouTube, kvjshow.com. I'll let you know when you got to answer those only by raising your hand. You'll find out who's saying yes, including who's pleasured themselves at work. Ever. That includes any job, anytime. Not in this building necessarily, but anytime, anywhere. Has it ever happened? Okay, here we go. These are not as prying. You can just answer these out loud. Have you ever looked for gruesome death photos on the internet? Looked for it.
Yeah.
Not seen it, sought it out. These you can answer.
Yeah.
Oh, we can answer these. Yes, I have.
I have not, and I wouldn't.
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
So back in the day, you'd have to order that videotape, The Faces of Death.
I remember that. Yeah, when I was a kid, that was actually a big thing to watch.
My question was, the person with the camera, you can't shout and have that bear not attack that guy. You see what I'm saying? There's that bear attack one. You can't try to...
You shouldn't put the camera down and try to help.
Maybe throw a rock and help the guy out.
I was young when I saw it, but I remember like one was, people like jumping to their desks and they would run the camera over and,
That was such a big movie. When you'd go rent movies, they'd always have it in the back.
Yep.
And there's Faces of Death. There's 3 of them. Look at the cover, I dare you.
Yeah.
I would
It's a
never.
big rental.
I would never have rented that. Ever.
Yeah, it was something for like teenage boys.
It was.
Yeah,
Especially
teenage
in the
boys.
80s. Oh,
They were just, trying to become men. They thought that's what it was. It took watching that video. It was like a rite of passage, Virginia, back in the day.
No thanks.
Would you date somebody that had a tattoo of an energy drink logo? Any problem with that?
Yeah.
I got no issue.
Okay.
I mean, I've got a guy that has 8,000 other tattoos. So
He's got
at
a
this
Pepsi
point,
one.
He's got Pepsi.
It's on their neck. Any problem with that?
A Red Bull on their neck.
Yeah, a Gatorade on their neck.
I got to say, I still would, but it would be a first sign of caution. I mean, they're obviously very intense, and they want the world to let them know that they're intense. And sometimes dating somebody that's extremely intense can be tiring.
There's so many other factors that would have to go into that, but just on the surface, Gatorade tat on the neck, very visible. I'm out.
I'd be cool with it.
Gatorade's not really an energy drink, but just saying.
Oh, it tastes good.
Call you out, but
Is that energy? I thought it gives you electrolytes.
No, I don't think it'd be in that category. It's more of a replenishing. Yeah. It's not the one to get you amped up.
All right. What? God, she's on me about everything. That's a technicality.
Could you kiss the person you love right after they vomited?
Yes.
Yeah. It's rough.
absolutely. I think you have to, right? I mean, you're comforting them and give them little sweet kisses.
You guys are sweet. There's a hell no from me.
You would not?
No chance.
What would you make out with that person if you loved them and you still turned on? Would you make out with them after they threw up?
Make out, maybe not. I would say go brush your teeth.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
If you love them, you should be able to tell them to brush their teeth.
Okay. Those are the easy ones, just curious. Those are just curiosities there. These are the ones where you raise your hand. So if you're watching, you can see, I'll let you know how many people here. We got myself, Virginia, Jaybird, and Denny's in the studio. How many of the four, so it'll give you percentages of the KVJ show, would say yes to this. Have you ever taken psychedelic drugs? 75% of the KVJ show has taken psychedelic drugs.
Well, we just listened to a band called LSD, so
okay,
kind of in the nest.
Yeah. All right, 75% is that statistic. Okay. Do you look at your poo before flushing? Raise your hand if you do. Okay, we don't need to have KVJ TV. 100% of us do. Okay. Right.
I think you have to.
Yeah, make sure you're healthy.
It's a human condition to look because it's your body's catch-22, making sure that you always know what's going on. If you're bleeding from your butt, that's how you would know.
It's bragging rights partially, but you're right. I saw that one episode of Oprah because she always talked about poop. And remember when she said if it's in an S shape, you're healthy. And now to me, it's such an exciting revelation. I usually watch, I do the underneath. Like, I can't even wait.
You watch it come out?
I can't even wait, Virginia. I can't even wait.
I'm not that interested.
I'm not that interested
It's
either.
like a soft serve machine.
Oh, I'm like, well, how am I doing today?
No, it's like a hot dog.
I almost want to take a photo and send it to Oprah.
I don't want to know how it's made, baby.
I only glimpse it at the end. I'm like, boom, out.
You just gotta look at it to make sure, okay, everything looks all right.
Exactly.
No weird colors. No weird things sticking out of it.
Okay.
Like a
Not like a Barbie doll leg in it.
like a toy car or something.
Yeah. Okay. All right, next up, raise your hand if this is an answer yes for you. Have you ever pleasured yourself at work? Raise your hand.
Really?
75% of the show.
I wonder which 75%, Kev.
I mean, animals.
You don't know the situation. You don't know the.
I don't need to.
Male species, Virginia.
What the hell is the matter with
Well,
you?
it's not like you're walking down the hallway and going, "Hey,
I'm gonna get it on you."
Don't make this weirder than what it is.
And for the record, not here.
Yeah, no, definitely not here.
Not
It's
here.
a young man's game.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not here.
No, there's
No.
definitely not.
Like, that's in my past.
That is in the past.
Yeah, but it has happened.
How many different places of employment would you say you exercised at?
One place. I can even tell you.
I got one.
I
Yeah,
can
I
tell
got
you.
one.
I can tell you. Well, I don't know. I can tell you a story.
Well, you're in too far now.
Move on, Kevin.
Come on.
We'll still talk.
Just tell us.
Maybe after. Let's-
After the show podcast, maybe.
Okay,
We'll
all right.
really dig into it.
yeah.
He wants to tell us,
I know he
but
does.
somebody's listening that he doesn't want to hear it.
Well, yes, you're right. No, well, no, it's not that. No, it's a bit of a story, and it involves another person.
Okay, let's get into it.
Well, that's the actual.
No,
Yeah, I'm just kind of talking more of a
Solo.
Han Solo here.
we'll get into this story.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
After the show podcast.
Teased with meat.
So cryptic, right? So
Literally.
cryptic.
That's nothing bad either.
So juicy.
Okay, I've got one more for you here. Raise your hand if you have ever put something weird in an orifice just to see if it would fit. Raise your hand. You've got many. Ears, nose, mouth.
See if it would fit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess a penny in the nose.
Denny, you could give it.
Yeah, well, I mean, penny.
Well, I'm just
I'll
saying,
give
yeah,
out penny in the
those
nose.
are examples. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I've done that
okay,
as a kid
you know
for
what?
sure.
Yeah.
probably all of them.
All of what? Your holes?
Like, nothing's getting out.
Wow. Okay. All right. Was that 75%?
Yeah,
Show,
I
boys?
think so.
Yeah, 75% of us.
Interesting.
Okay. Obviously, more we need to talk about on the After the Show podcast today.
Yeah, juicy.
Oh, wow. We'll let Virginia lead that discussion. There's got to be some stories coming up there. So, yeah, we'll get to that. If you want to find the KVJ After the Show podcast, we do it live on YouTube. Right after 10 o'clock, about 10:10, we get that thing started, or it's always on the back end of our regular podcast you can listen to without commercials and music. It is a very simple thing to do. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, Jaybird had a very short date, or at least a friend of his did. It was from Tinder. Went, met a girl, and it was over pretty quick.
Yeah, it was not me. It was my friend. Kevin, what are you doing?
My friend
It was. I
went on Tinder.
I swear to everything. It's my friend. I swear, I'm telling
My
you.
friend Layson.
Oh, I swear to you, it's not me. In fact, I'm taking the story out then if you're going to try to pin it on me.
How short was this date, and could somebody actually top it? Have you been on a super short date, and why? Love to hear those stories. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Coming up next.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777. 800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher Automotive. It's a great time to get into a new ride this month at all 3 locations in North Palm, West Palm, and Delray Beach. SchumacherAuto.com. Come join the family. Be on the lookout for some slowdowns I-95 northbound in the area of Linton Boulevard due to an earlier accident. We also have a disabled vehicle blocking the third lane from the right, I-95 northbound at Belvedere Road. That's causing some traffic delays. Turnpike northbound before Atlantic Avenue, we're still seeing delays from a crash. And on your surface streets, a wreck at South Federal Highway. That's at Forest Hill Boulevard. In Broward County, we have a right lane block due to a rollover wreck in Weston. It's on the 75 northbound at Indian Trace. We're also still seeing delays on 95 northbound in the area of Cypress Creek Road from an earlier accident. Give yourself a little extra time to get through that area this morning. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits 979 WRMF.
Air conditioner not cooling like it should? Call Lindstrom Air for a free air conditioning service call when we make the repair. License CFC 1427611.
I love those guys.
Pay attention, who's ever listening.
America's favorite judge is on the case.
Judge Judy. No, don't send me Judge Judy. I know who I am.
Calling out injustice when she finds it.
Well, what do you think? Judges like to hear themselves talk?
And standing up for the truth.
So far, I'm not doing a bad job, right?
You're doing good. You're doing good. In Judge Judy, we trust.
I only fear God and you a little bit.
I hope in that order.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, today at 5 on CW 34.
Next time on The Goldbergs.
They think Adam's short story is about me?
Yeah, let me take a look. The colorful sweaters and neon leggings hid the darkness in her heart.
Yes, we all know. Clearly it's me. Hey, don't hate me, mister. I found your little story. Okay, why would you hide something so amazing from your mother? You actually liked it? This is as good, if not better, than Stephen King himself. Stephen King.
The Goldbergs.
Tonight at 7 on CW 34.
It really is amazing when you go online, aquaplasticsurgery.com, and check out all the innovative, cutting-edge, out-there stuff that aquaplastic surgery is doing. If you don't know about fat transfer, this sounds like the most amazing thing ever. Especially if you've got fat in places where you don't think it looks cute and you look skinny in places that are supposed to be fatter. I think a lot of us have that. They can take fat from an area that you don't want it, like your back or your thighs, and put it in an area like where you do want it, like maybe in the top of your backside or in your breasts. It is amazing, and they're doing it at the Aquaplastic Surgery Center. Go talk to Dr. Rankin. Go talk to Dr. Dev. Dr. Rankin is board certified and the chief of plastic surgery at St. Mary's. Dr. Dev, double board certified and fellowship trained at Harvard Medical School. These surgeons listen and they care and they're experienced, and they have more repeat business and referral business than anybody I've ever seen. They do it right. So go see for yourself. Offices in Jupiter, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. Connect at aquaplasticsurgery.com.
Did you hear the news? Metro PCS is now Metro by T-Mobile. Now you get new plans with unlimited high-speed data all month long, all on the T-Mobile network. Check out the new Metro by T-Mobile today and discover the smarter way to get unlimited. Metro by T-Mobile. That's genius. During congestion, the fraction of customers using greater than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds, and Metro customers may notice reduced speeds versus some T-Mobile customers. Video streams at 480p. Coverage not available in some areas. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Grease is the word, and the Kravis Center is the place. Come see why fans are still hopelessly devoted to the phenomenon that brought us hits like You're the One That I Want, Summer Nights, and more. 50s era fun is in store from this musical that was a blockbuster film and Broadway hit, Grease, with shows from November 15th through December 2nd. For tickets, visit kravis.org or call 561-832-SHOW.
Celebrate Black Friday all month long with up to 60% off laser treatments at Body Detail's True Laser Specialists. Remove unwanted hair, get rid of unwanted tattoos, and enjoy more youthful-looking skin thanks to our state-of-the-art True Laser technology and our free lifetime guarantee. Visit bodydetails.com. That's bodydetails.com to schedule a free consultation with our licensed laser medical professionals and get more info today.
Hi, everybody. It's Oprah. Let me tell you what I love about the cooler weather. Warming up with a hot bowl of my Oh That's Good soup. Like velvety butternut squash, creamy broccoli cheddar, or roasted corn chowder. I'm getting hungry just talking about them. So head to your grocer's refrigerated section Then get cozy and settle down with a bowl of pure deliciousness. Oh, that's good.
Florida stone crabs are finally back in season, and we got them at Bonefish Grill. They're delivered fresh from Florida docks right to our restaurants, and then served the way they're meant to be served, cracked and chilled, ready for dipping in our house-made mustard sauce. These native stone crabs pair perfectly with our handcrafted seasonal cocktails. It's the most delicious time of the year here in Florida, so come into your local Bonefish Grill to claw your way out of ordinary tonight.
It's a sound we take for granted, a healthy heart beating away. And when we get sick, we count on having access to the care we need. But Congressman Brian Mast is making health care more expensive for Floridians. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies discriminate against people with pre-existing conditions like asthma, cancer, and heart disease. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies charge older Americans 5 times more than younger people. AARP calls it an age tax. And Brian Mast voted to increase insurance premiums for Florida families by almost $3,000. In Washington, Brian Mast is siding with the insurance industry, and he's putting your health care at risk. Change Now is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Change Now. MakeChangeNow.org, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
You may not think a lot about getting new tires, but if you ever do or you need them, I gotta tell you, it's easier than ever. You don't have to go and sit there for an hour while they swap them out. Just get a hold of Tire Kingdom and their mobile tire installation van, where they come to you with the new tires. They take the old ones off, they'll mount and balance them. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to leave your house. You don't have to leave your office. You just let them do all the work. And booking your appointment is super easy. Just go online to TireKingdom.com. TireKingdom.com or call the number 844-GET-TIRES.
Call your legal team at Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE for a consultation.
Quick Hit Weather is brought to you by Subway.
I'm meteorologist Chris Farrell for CBS 12 News. Beautiful Thursday morning and a mostly sunny sky ahead for us today. A high temperature near 85 and a light southeast wind. Tonight's low near 68. For Friday, becoming partly cloudy, a 30% chance of an afternoon shower Friday. Saturday and Sunday, cloudy this weekend. The rain chance 40% Saturday, 50% on Sunday.
They're raising the stakes with Subway restaurants' Steak and Cheese Signature Wrap, Chipotle Southwest Steak and Cheese Signature Wrap, and the Chipotle Cheesesteak Sub on their new Sunflower Crunch Bread. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
What's hot now on the KVJ Show?
Got a lot of good stuff going to be coming up this weekend. We'll give you the full rundown tomorrow of everything you can get into. Got some good stuff. It's kind of even going on today. Florida Panthers, they got a home game against the Winnipeg Jets at the BB&T Center. My son Ken is going to go check out some wrestling. NXT Live going to be at the Palm Beach County Convention Center tonight.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's big.
That's some big stuff right there. Also got the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show kicked off yesterday. That's going through Sunday. And their yacht chef competition at Pier 66 Hotel Marina is going to be going on tonight. Plus, the Fort Lauderdale International Film Fest gets going at the Hard Rock tonight, going all the way through most of November, and then Clematis by Night is going on. But the big event tomorrow night and this weekend, Feast of Little Italy at the Abacoa Town Center. Jaybird will be there starting at 7 o'clock. The Italian Street Festival is going to be popping with food, music, art, cooking demos, wine seminars. And bring the kids out for the Little Smiles Kids Zone.
Yeah, lots of fun, lots of food. So come hungry.
That's right.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Who's had the shortest date? I think anymore people's patience is low. And I think that combined with the fact that we just don't seem to care as much about people's feelings as we used to.
Yeah, I think we're getting colder. Some people are getting colder.
I think people are and we're getting busier. I think the combination of everything. I don't feel like I have as much free time, so I don't want to waste it. The fact that, I just don't necessarily care to spare people's feelings sometimes is another part of it. Yeah, it leads to pretty short dates. And one of your buddies went on one. He met this chick on Tinder. They then, of course, do that step where you go from the digital to the face-to-face, which is a little bit different. some of the dating today.
Where did they meet up?
Well, so they met at like a Duffy's, and so within, he said 90 seconds, she looked at him and goes, "You're not the guy I've been talking to," and he absolutely was the guy she was talking to. She said, "You're not him." She looked at him, walked out, and he said it lasted no longer than 2 minutes. The meeting.
What? And he wasn't trying to like catfish. Is his picture current?
Here
we go.
He's gained a little bit of weight.
Well, then there you go.
A little bit of weight, not much. A little bit of weight.
If the picture's not current as of like the last 48 hours and you've gained weight, you're not representing yourself properly.
Kevin, when I say a little bit of weight, he's maybe 5 pounds. I don't think he was misrepresenting himself.
5 pounds? I mean, that's not enough to show.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. 5 or 10 pounds. 5 or 30 pounds.
Okay, 5 or 30 is a big difference.
I would say between 5 and 10 pounds, but I think he just looks different than he did in his pictures. And she said maybe when she saw him in real life, she's like, I don't think he's good looking.
Does he only gain weight in his neck?
I don't know. 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Wow.
And she accused him of not being the guy on Tinder, and he is. He is the guy.
Maybe she's been burnt before, or maybe she just used that as her excuse to get out. She's like, okay, I'm just physically not into this dude. I don't see it going anywhere. And a lot of times appearance is the first step.
Have you ever met somebody that looks nothing like their picture? And they're not trying to deceive you, but for whatever reason, their picture and real life just does not match up?
Back in the day, I met somebody on Match.com. And I think I don't even know what his profile picture was. I think it was a crown. And he went by the name Prince William. And I met up with him, and let me just tell you, he was no prince. What a false advertisement.
Well, it's just a nickname.
I mean, the neck hair on this guy was so repulsive. It was bushy. It was coming out of his wolf t-shirt. I mean, like, really? Prince William?
Is it wrong for somebody, let's say they meet up with someone, and they instantly know in that moment when they lay eyes on that person, there's no way this is going to work out. Is it wrong to say right off the bat, look, let's just not even waste our time. I'm not interested. Or is it better just to spare the feeling?
I don't think it's wrong.
You don't think it's wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. No. I mean, there's a part of me, I don't like it. It would hurt. And you'd be going, oh my gosh, because your ego's taking a major kick in the nards. But a part of me would be like going, okay, I don't want to waste any of our times. And if like this isn't going to work and the whole time you're going to be sitting there thinking about how repulsive I am, I'd rather cut you loose pretty quick.
But how do you know that?
Or you cut me loose.
How do you know you're not missing out on some kind of cool moment with somebody?
I would probably go through it because of that reason. If I were in that situation, now it depends upon how grossly they misrepresent themselves. Even if it was extreme. And I do have an old friend from high school, and she is grossly misrepresenting herself on her social media. She's still posting up a photo from when she was a junior in high school. I'm not kidding. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope she's not doing this because she's single. And I'm like, hope she's not doing this on dating sites because at that point you'd be like going, okay, all right.
Girl.
All right, yeah.
You in your 40s.
Yeah, and if that happens, I wouldn't necessarily blame somebody. I still probably would be like, oh, great. And I would just do what I can to cut it as short as possible. I'd try to like maybe, hey, let's get a tea. And then after the tea, be like going, you know what? I really got a lot of stuff I got to do. And I would just try to bail out. So I'd probably be polite and throw in 45 minutes. But I wouldn't blame anybody. And I think it'd probably be the right move.
I love the idea of meeting for coffee. Tea, whatever you want to call it. That way you're not committed to a whole evening date. That would be awful. That's what I was committed to with Prince William.
Yeah.
So I had to fake intestinal problems and poopy cramps, and I left the date, and I went out partying on Bourbon Street where we had met up, and I ran back into him at midnight. He's like, what happened to your poopy cramps? I'm like,
Healed. Alcohol did the trick.
Is that the guy that was wearing the wolf shirt and had the wolf neck hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what made me think, okay, Match.com might not be the place for me.
Well, I mean, some people have great stories, even on Tinder. I know Tinder's like, oh, everyone just goes there to hook up. I know a couple people that are in legit serious relationships from Tinder. Mm-hmm. So it can work with some people.
Yeah.
It depends.
Well, I've heard the recommendation I think is good is staging your dates. In a sense where you have stages that it could go to, like 1, 2, 3, but you can bow at any time, meaning like you start maybe with a tea. And if things are kind of going well, hey, you want to move and go grab some dinner? And then, from that might be an activity, stage 3. So, hey, if it's a great date, we made it through all 3 stages, and that's awesome. But you both are saying, look, this is it's a trial. That's what we're doing. We're trying something out. And if I'm having a good time through stage 1, do you want to go to stage 2? Yeah. Hey, you want to go to stage 3? Then you're good. And some people get stage 4.
So my buddy he was just wondering, did he look different to her and she just didn't like him and that was an excuse, or did she really think he was posing as another guy?
You'll have to show me the picture of your buddy that he's out there using on social media, and then I'll have to see him face to face, and I'll tell you if it's a misrepresentation.
Okay.
What's his name?
I'm not going to give you that information.
Yeah, I don't necessarily hate that she was in and like, okay, you know what, I'm just not feeling this isn't going to work and bailing. Some people would be like, there's a part of it, yes, I'd say it's rude.
It is very rude.
It's rude, but I don't know that it's wrong.
It's very rude.
If the picture does look like him and it's not that big of a difference, then she might just be crazy and she's saving him the energy, which you should look at as a blessing.
Yeah.
But if his picture looks
he's misrepresenting
decently
himself.
Different. If he's put on 10 pounds, if he looks different in the face or looks different in how he carries himself, if his picture is great and he's not so great in person, then it's going to be disappointing.
Okay. Speaking of which, we do have to update our photos too.
Yeah, we do. I mean, y'all, it is
I'm just still like 5-6 years old now.
No, it's not, older than that. It is not 07 anymore.
We're not trying to lie. We're just lazy. Yeah.
And those photo shoots are expensive.
That's true. Yeah. That's pretty much what our thing is, but yeah. We'll get to it. Hey, get on the line. Denny's going to do some celebrity impressions for you, and you can win some cool tickets coming up next on the KVJ Show.
Oh, no.
How'd you like to go to Rapids Water Park? They're still open pretty much through the entire month of November. Going to be shutting down after the 25th, but I got a 4-pack of tickets for you to go out, but it's not going to be easy to win them. Producer Denny's Celebrity Impressions. That's what we got here.
It's back.
And he's so pumped.
Well, we thought we'd do it because when he was doing the joke jury earlier, he threw out an impression of Sean Connery, James Bond. And we were like, wow, okay, that was, I don't know.
Mediocre at best.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, no, I thought it was good.
No, I'm kidding. Come on. We rib each other here.
It might have been one of the best ones he's done.
I agree.
Yeah, so if you want to try to get these, here's what we're going to do. Producer Danny's going to come in here with a celebrity impression. And if you can guess what it is, then you got the 4-pack of tickets to Rapids Water Park. So just jump on. Everybody can get on right now. 877-979-WRMF. 877-979-9763. Give you a guess. See if you can win. Coming up next.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah, what?
So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, in South Florida, we got a lot of small little towns, and you might know some of the bigger mayors, you know, like Miami Beach or Fort Lauderdale or maybe West Palm. But do you know the mayor of Lantana?
I don't, but if he's in the whacked out news, I want to know him.
He's been around for a while. He's been mayor for like 20 years. He's in his mid-60s now, and his name's David Stewart.
Okay, David Stewart.
Yeah, Mayor Stewart of Lantana.
That was one of my first boyfriend's names, David Stewart, but he's not in his 60s.
He's not a mayor, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good, because he might be a little pervy, at least according to the complaints of one of his constituents, a woman named Catherine Padilla. She recently wanted the town of Lantana to install speed bumps in the neighborhood that she lives in. And apparently Mayor Stewart came to her and said, I can make it happen. If you bang me. Yeah.
Dude.
I'm going to give you a speed hump.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Dave.
She says that he took her to a motel, tried to get her to trade sex for the speed bumps, and wasn't happy when she said no. But how'd she wind up in a motel? I mean, what do you think this is going with Mayor Stewart?
Well, maybe she thought she was going there for a meeting about the speed bumps.
I don't know. Maybe this was part of a sting. I don't know.
Would you like to interview Mayor Stewart?
I'd love to talk to Mayor Stewart, Catherine Padilla. Let's just hash it out right here. Now, Lantana eventually voted to install the speed bumps anyway, but she says that Mayor Stewart threatened to have them removed if she wouldn't get it on with him.
Well, that sucks.
I mean, what's he going to do? Go out there? I mean, it's not easy to remove speed bumps. Unless they're the ones that are the yellow ones that they kind of like screw in. Otherwise, they're concrete. You got to chisel those things out.
I didn't realize speed bumps were such a thing.
Yeah, well, if you live in a neighborhood and just, people in Lantana got places to go. He's denying that any of it ever happened. And an ethics panel is now looking into it. Speed bumps for humps. That is the scandal happening this week in the town of Lantana.
Lantana?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Wow.
Scandal.
Okay. There's a guy in Nova Scotia, Canada, that tried to pay for the cop behind him at a drive-thru at around 2 a.m. yesterday, which is nice, that whole pay it forward kind of thing.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. Well, the cop wanted to say thank you very much because it's such a kind gesture, and, sometimes you don't get the kindest gestures when you're a cop.
Yeah.
But when he went to thank the guy, he noticed, okay, he seems a little off. It is 2 a.m. You wouldn't have to be drinking, would you, bud? Hammered. He blew twice the legal limit on a breathalyzer test and got arrested.
Don't.
So I don't know what the lesson is here. Not do something nice for a cop. At least, you know what? You can and you should, but maybe when you're hammered and driving, you shouldn't. In fact, you know what? Let's just not drive hammered.
Please.
Come on, Nova Scotia. There's a guy that saw this 30-foot deep well in DeLand, and he thought what most of us would. I wonder what would happen if I got in there.
I get it. I totally get it.
Let me guess. His dumbass got stuck.
Yeah,
and then all kinds of rescue and first responders had to come and get him out.
Yeah, well, Virginia finished the whole story for me. That's basically it. Yeah, how did you know? Did
They
you read
should have
it?
just left his ass in there.
But you get why he did it, though.
Teach him a lesson. 48 hours in the hole.
I'm defending this guy.
They actually, when they finally got him out, they're like, why would you do something so dumb as to climb down this 30-foot deep well? He's like, because I wanted to say I did.
I get what this guy's talking about.
Jason Pennington, defender of dumb.
Yeah, I stand by this guy.
There's a guy in Tampa that's being pulled over for erratic driving. Cops are like, this guy's acting weird. But the 33-year-old guy didn't stop. Instead, he kept driving. Hit a tree, a power pole, 2 cars, including a cop car.
Oh, my gosh.
They're like, all right, dude. Enough. You're mayhem. Mayhem. He was just getting going, Virginia. They get him out of the car. His finishing act, the canine cop, he goes up and bites the officer right in front of his police dog.
He bites the cop?
Yes, right on the arm.
In front of the dog?
In front of the dog, but the dog's like saying, oh,
I'd be
yeah?
like, Fido, get him, tit
Yeah.
for tat.
Yeah, that's my act. 2 can play that game.
Good.
Yeah. The dog responded by biting him right back.
Good.
Yeah, those dogs, man. Once they bite you,
Yeah,
forget about it.
don't release either. Just bite and keep tearing.
Yeah, bite my master, I'll show you.
Good for him.
The guy did a little bit of meth on him. He had a lot more meth, but he'd done a lot of it, so that would explain his driving.
Every time we hear about somebody just doing something insane, they're on meth.
Yeah.
Seriously, why would anybody do meth?
I don't know.
I don't get
Gives
it.
you a good story, Virginia.
Yeah.
There's a guy that was working in Kansas City at the airport there, and apparently didn't love his job because he was knocking down a couple alcoholic adult beverages.
Okay, let's get into it.
He's doing that for a while, and he got a little bit tired, so he had to go lay down. And he did, right in the cargo hold. Woke up in Chicago.
But that car, it's so cozy in there.
He had to put him right on another plane, flying right back to Kansas City.
Can you imagine waking up going, wait, what happened? Where am I?
He was suspended. The airline is investigating the incident.
Suspended?
Yeah.
You don't lose your job for that?
Union. Yeah.
Union protects such bad behavior.
Can we get a union in radio? Can we get one going?
Be nice.
Let's start one. How do you start a union?
Let's start one so we can be bad.
Yeah. How do you start a union, Kev?
Mm-hmm. Well, here is a chick that said, I'm not going to be a victim. She got slapped on the butt, this 22-year-old at a nightclub in New York.
Yep. Girls ain't playing no more.
Nope. Turned around, saw the bouncer right there. Was like going, I don't play. You're not going to be slapping my butt. Starts choking him. This is a bouncer. She's 125 pounds.
Okay.
She will not let up. She's like, you do not slap my butt. Choke. Choked the bouncer out. Choked him out unconscious.
What?
Crazy.
A little girl did this?
A little girl, 125 pounds.
Is that on video?
I don't know. Might be because surveillance, because of the bar. The bouncer came too, and then she found out that she choked the wrong person.
Nuh-uh.
It wasn't the bouncer who did it at all.
Oh, my gosh.
Had nothing to do with it. Didn't even see it.
You better be careful as you're choking a guy out that he's the one that grabbed your butt.
Didn't even see it coming?
No, she's now facing felony strangulation charges.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Girl.
Uh-huh. So.
That's an M. Night Shyamalan ending right there.
I didn't see the twist, did you?
Coming.
Didn't see that twist, did you?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't even the bouncer that did it. Okay. Can't wait for this. Producer Denny's going to bring some celebrity impressions for us. Oh, yeah.
Denny's.
Get ready to be wowed. Okay.
It's like he's doing 2 acts today. He's double booked.
Yeah, poor guy, yeah. We're working him to
Well,
death
you know,
today.
Denny's, he can't get enough mic time.
You're right.
Well, when you're good, just stop being so good on the mic.
The first time I met him, he's like, yeah, I'd love to work with you. I'm more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. I really don't like being on the mic, so behind-the-scenes would be great.
Gotta stop being awesome, yeah.
You gotta stop being awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of your
you
own
were
fault.
born to shine, star.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's hear the first celebrity impression. We've got our panel on here. They win when they correctly identify who it is. Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
If people do struggle with who it is, eventually, is he allowed to give out some clues to maybe help? If
3 clues.
Okay.
I am allowed clues.
Not at first.
Not at
but
first.
Not first. No, we're going to go through our panel here and see if they can guess it just on the great impression itself. And again, in your impression, you can't say, something that's...
Key lines.
Yeah, like, I'll be back. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so I pulled up just an example college paragraph. It's just a blank paragraph that you can just read without any clues.
Okay. All right. This is a celebrity you're doing an impression of here.
This is a celebrity.
Okay. All right.
When I first bought my cat home from the Humane Society, it was so mangy, I did not like it.
Oh, I think I know this
That's
one.
not bad, Trey.
I think I know it.
Okay.
Let's see what we get here. We've got a panel trying to win some of these Rapids tickets here. We're going to start with Paul in Port St. Lucie. Paul, which celebrity is that?
I don't know that one. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right. What about you, Delia?
I'm not.
I think I'm gonna try to wait for a clue.
Yeah. Okay. And Robert, first guess without a clue. What is that celebrity that Denny's just did an impression of?
That's tough, but it sounds like Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Is that Hulk Hogan, Denny's?
I'm sorry, it's not, brother.
Okay.
We write it down?
Yes.
Do you think she
If
knows?
he got
I
it,
think
I mean,
know.
Yeah.
You got it.
Oh
She
yeah,
got
he
it. She
did.
totally
He did.
got it.
He
Yeah.
did.
I got it.
I'm going to write it down too because I think I know as well.
Give us a taste.
Nobody on our panel got it right.
Well, if we get it right, do me and Kevin get to go to Rapids together?
I love it. Kevin,
No?
no.
All right, do it again. I'll tell you who I thought it was.
I thought it was Richard Nixon.
Let me hear it again.
I am not a crook.
I guess you're right. I can see that being.
Okay, let me hear your impression.
It costs a lot to adopt her. $40. And then I had to buy a litter box, and food.
Okay, I don't know who it is, and I don't want to know. Jaybird, give the clue. Give one clue. We'll go back to our panel.
There's a lot of stingy things around.
Ah.
A lot of stingy things around.
Okay, Virginia's looking perplexed.
No, I know it. It's.
Is that a good clue?
I mean, now it's obvious.
Well, I don't know how.
A lot of stingy things.
A lot of stingy things around, Kevin.
Okay, back to Paul here. Paul, who's this celebrity impression of?
You said stingy things?
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Okay, he's still clueless. Dalia from Boynton. Any idea?
Stingy things like bees? Like,
Okay.
is it supposed to be that Nicolas Cage that you were talking about earlier?
Okay, is that Nicolas Cage?
The bees!
Yeah, you got it.
That's a much better Richard Nixon, by the way. That's not a good Nicolas Cage.
You're right.
It's a great Richard Nixon, though.
I thought it wasn't that bad of a cage.
Nicolas Cage as Richard Nixon.
Okay. All right, Dalia, hang on. You'll get tickets. You're excused from the panel, okay?
Okay.
All right, very
You
nice.
win.
Okay.
Yay.
Let's try one more here, Denny's. One more.
Just one more? It's going so good, Kev.
She had a terrible cold. Oh, a terrible cold she did.
Okay, that's a celebrity?
Give us a little more.
Yeah, let me hear that again.
Oh, she's got a terrible cold. Oh, it's a crazy cold. Oh, yes.
Okay. I'm thinking that's either Robin Williams from Mrs. Doubtfire or it's Adam Sandler. That's my two guesses.
It's not Bill Cosby, Virginia.
Bill Cosby?
In this climate, V?
Yeah, come on. We had to retire those Bill Cosbys. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see here. We got Paul on here from Port St. Lucie. What is your thought? Who do you think it is? Which celebrity?
The late night host, Conan.
Conan O'Brien. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that Conan O'Brien, Denny's?
That's a Conan no Brian.
Okay. Oh, okay. Robert here from Port St. Lucie. What's your guess on this?
Oh my God, you're killing me, Danny.
Just look inside.
I'm gonna have
Think
to
about
go with Jimmy Fallon. I have no clue.
I'll tell you what.
Not-
People are guessing it, and
in the chat room.
Okay. Give a clue. Give a clue, Jay Bird.
Okay, the clue is Kevin had said it earlier.
Okay.
You
It's
guessed
one
it
of the
right,
two.
actually.
All right, let's see if Paul or Robert was listening. Paul, take a guess.
Nicolas Cage.
That was last impression.
Robert, take a guess.
Robin Williams.
Ah, jeez. The game odds is not working in our favor today.
Paul wasn't listening at all, and Robert guessed wrong out of two.
Do you want another clue?
Well, I think the answer is obvious now.
Is it? I don't know if it is, Denny's.
Well, anybody who's listening to me, I said two. He guessed the one that it wasn't.
Okay.
So I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to give it up. It's Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Robin. I almost said it's Robin Williams. Oh, Adam Sandler. Does that sound like him? I think it's not bad.
That doesn't sound like him.
No, it's pretty rough.
It was more your mannerisms, I think. That's kind of like what gave it away.
Oh, Kevin could see you.
That's probably it.
That's why I thought you were Bill Cosby, because you were being all feely.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You're right. Cosby, I would not do a Cosby in 2018.
All in all, I thought I went good.
Should I delete this replay?
So we'll do it again next hour.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing this when Kevin's in
I
Jerusalem.
love bringing it back, yeah.
When you're in Jerusalem, we're bringing it back once a day.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. All right, coming up here in a couple minutes, who do you think is the top earning dead celebrity? Forbes has got their list out. Who do you think made the most? And it's not even close. What's your guess, Virginia?
Top earning dead celebrity?
Yeah, top earning dead celebrity. What do you think? In fact, I'll let you know. This celebrity made $400 million dead last year. Number two only made 40.
Easy. It's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, you think?
Yeah, I think Michael Jackson. Maybe Prince is on there.
Throw in the King.
Uh-huh.
Elvis.
Okay. Or are you right? Is that the true number one? Is everybody else in the top 10? And a dead celebrity from South Florida. I thought it was very interesting. Comes in at number 11 on the list. I'll let you know who that is coming up next.
From the WRMF Freeman Injury Law Traffic Center.
Car accident? Before you call the insurance company, know your legal rights. Call Freeman Injury Law. 800-561-7777. 800-561-7777.
This traffic report is brought to you by Schumacher Automotive. It's a great time to get into a new ride this month at all 3 locations in North Palm, West Palm, and Delray Beach. SchumacherAuto.com. Come join the family. A disabled vehicle blocking lane 995 northbound at Belvedere Road is causing a major traffic tie-up this morning. Give yourself extra time to get through that area this morning. We also have a new crash southbound 95 at Gateway Boulevard causing heavy delays, and still seeing delays on 10th Avenue North at Haverhill Road due to an earlier accident. In Broward County, keep an eye out for a wreck northbound 95 before Oakland Park Boulevard causing some slowdowns. We also have a rollover wreck causing delays 75 northbound at Indian Trace. And there's a new crash on the Sawgrass Expressway northbound. It's just beyond Sample Road. For traffic on the 5, stay connected with our sister station, News Talk 850 WFTL. This traffic report is brought to you by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. I'm Suits, 979 WRMF.
Air conditioner not cooling like it should? Call Lindstrom Air for a free air conditioning service call when we make the repair. Like CFC 142-7611.
I love those guys.
Attention! Due to demand, Arico Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, Fiat, West Palm, and Fort Pierce have been authorized to continue to offer all customers up to 30% off MSRP on over 4,500 new vehicles. But hurry, this offer has been extended through November 6th only. Up to 30% off MSRP. Hurry to Arrigo to save up to 30% off MSRP during the Black Friday sales event. You gotta go Arrigo now. Like months announced, less tax, title, dealer install option, $7.99 dealer fee. Rebates apply to dealer. See dealer for details.
Hey, Dina, how was your vacation? Hey, Jess. We've been obsessing over your photos. How'd you go to like 3 different countries in a week?
We were on a celebrity cruise. Saw a new place almost every day.
That resort in your pictures was a cruise ship?
It was. There's a 2-story wine tower, a real lawn growing on the top deck, and the service blew us away.
What about dining? You're kind of a foodie.
The restaurants were incredible. The menus are designed by a Michelin-starred chef. Sushi, Italian, 24-hour room service.
What about the kids?
We barely saw them. They never wanted to leave Celebrity's camp at sea.
Okay, now I'm even more jealous. Do they go to the Caribbean?
Celebrity goes everywhere. The Caribbean, Alaska, Europe. And they're having a great sale. You can get 1 free perk, up to $600 off, and 50% off your kids' fares.
You had me at wine tower. How do I get that offer?
Just go to Celebrity.com. Call 1-800-CELEBRITY or talk to a travel advisor.
Offer ends November 27th and applies to select sailings. Savings vary by stateroom category. Other terms apply. Ships registry Malta.
Grease is the word, and the Kravis Center is the place. Come see why fans are still hopelessly devoted to the phenomenon that brought us hits like You're the One That I Want, Summer Nights, and more. 50s era fun is in store from this musical that was a blockbuster film and Broadway hit, Grease, with shows from November 15th through December 2nd. For tickets, visit kravis.org or call 561-832-SHOW.
A real bright future story from the Florida Lottery.
My name is Greg Barron. I'm a teacher at A. Crawford Mosley High School. I had a dream to attend Florida State University. And through hard work, I was able to earn the Bright Future Scholarship. The Bright Future Scholarship helped me find my passion and has allowed me to do what I love every day. That's why I'm so grateful for the Florida Lottery. They help fund students' futures, making our collective future brighter for many generations to come.
View more success stories at flalottery.com/brightfutures.
Hey, it's Jay Bird. Let me tell you about Bank of America. Maybe you're driving around and you ask yourself these type of questions. Am I putting enough into my 401k? Should I lease or buy a car? What's the best way to use my bonus or tax fund? Well, whether you have questions about saving, spending, or anything in between, Bank of America's experienced financial specialists are here for you. Trust me, they've worked with me and they are awesome. Proudly serving West Palm Beach. Schedule an appointment at bankofamerica.com/conversation.
If you're looking for a great deal on a great car, this is the place you have to go. I know because I have 2 Brayman Honda pre-owned cars in our driveway now. Before that, we had 2 Brayman Honda lease deals. We are Brayman people. I love a deal. And right now, it's the Black Friday clearance event. You can save on over 11 acres of Hondas and pre-owned cars. They are moving them. If you haven't seen the all-new Accord, it is totally redesigned. It is super sweet. And Carlos Gonzalez and the team at Brayman Honda, they've got it. They've actually got a bunch of the all-new Accord. You've got to go check it out. Go meet Carlos and the team. They want to hook you up with a Black Friday clearance event savings deal. They've got them right now at Brayman Honda. Get out there and go test drive today. Plus, the service department, too, is open 7 days a week and late until 9 p.m. Love that. Go see them in person, 5200 Lake Worth Road in Green Acres, or shop online, BraymanHondaPB.com.
Hi, everybody. It's Oprah. Let me tell you what I love about the cooler weather. Warming up with a hot bowl of my Oh That's Good soup. Like velvety butternut squash, creamy broccoli cheddar, or roasted corn chowder. I'm getting hungry just talking about them. So head to your grocer's refrigerated section, then get cozy and settle down with a bowl of pure deliciousness. Oh, that's good.
The holidays are coming, and the tools and the savings that come with them are already here at the Home Depot. If someone on your Christmas list would like some new tools from top brands like Milwaukee, Ryobi, DeWalt, Makita, Husky, or Rigid, make their wish come true and do it with savings that stretch your holiday shopping even further. This is how you gear up for Christmas. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
What difference can a mattress really make? When you sleep on a Tempur-Pedic, it's as clear as night and day. You'll fall asleep faster because it conforms to your unique body. You'll stay asleep longer because it keeps you cooler. And you wake up feeling better than ever because it's the deepest, most rejuvenating sleep you can get. The Tempur-Pedic difference is night and day. And during our fall savings event, enjoy up to $500 off select adjustable mattress sets for a limited time. Visit Tempur-Pedic.com to find your local retailer today.
It's a sound we take for granted, a healthy heart beating away. And when we get sick, we count on having access to the care we need. But Congressman Brian Mast is making health care more expensive for Floridians. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies discriminate against people with pre-existing conditions like asthma, cancer, and heart disease. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies charge older Americans 5 times more than younger people. AARP calls it an age tax. And Brian Mast voted to increase insurance premiums for Florida families by almost $3,000. In Washington, Brian Mast is siding with the insurance industry, and he's putting your health care at risk. Change Now is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Change Now. MakeChangeNow.org. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Nowcar.com. Buy your next Chevrolet 100% online and skip the dealer. Nowcar has a huge selection of new Chevrolet Malibus, Silverados, Equinoxes, Camaros, and more. Nowcar delivers straight to your door. Find the new way to buy a new car. Nowcar. Search Nowcar.com.
Injured? Gordon & Partners, 333-3333.
For responsive legal help, call Anna Jar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
Summer's over, school's started, and we're getting back into our groove before the holiday hustle begins. So give yourself a break. Chill out this Thursday at Clematis by Night. Enjoy the free concert on the West Palm Beach waterfront. Shop at 20-plus vendors at the Antique and Flea Market. Join the fun and enjoy paradise before season hits. Clematis by Night, still the hot spot to chill. And now the hot spot to shop. WPB.org/events for details. Powered by the Palm Beach Post.
Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Shop thousands of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. Priced thousands below retail. 954-222-CARS. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Not even close. Top earning dead celebrities from last year, according to Forbes. Yeah, Michael Jackson, $400 million.
Wow.
It was worth to his estate.
I mean, that is just crazy.
Yeah.
Think about that. He's dead. They make that every year?
It's kind of crazy because I remember, when he was living, they talked about the cost of the Neverland Ranch and how much he was just spending on ridiculous stuff. And they talked about his money troubles that had come in. But yeah, he was in a place where he wasn't cranking out music like he was in the early 80s, mid 80s. And a lot of the money now, and he's probably worth more dead than alive in a sense when he's not cranking out the money because they just sold his stake in EMI Music Publishing to Sony. That's where $287 million of it came.
Gotcha.
So these kind of things now, you wouldn't sell when you're alive. You're holding on to them. Now that he's gone, his estate's making a ton of money saying, okay, this is worth this is worth that. Any Michael Jackson stuff, you're not getting new stuff. So that's it.
Does Catherine get it all, or does it get equally distributed? Like, how much of that does
Tito get?
Tito. Yeah.
I don't know how much they're getting. I think it pretty much, Catherine is the one who decides how to distribute. I think she monitors his estate, if I remember reading right.
Wow.
Yeah. And so I'm sure a lot of it goes, that's why they say that his daughter Paris, like, she's sad, because $400 million to his estate, and it's going to be his kids. It's going to get a prominent amount. Sorry, Tito.
Something tells me Catherine slices off a piece for Tito.
I don't know. I would be really surprised.
That kind of money, though, I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot of change.
It is, but again, some people have the idea with money that money, ruins people. And they're saying, look, you don't need it. You're fine. You've got enough.
If you had $450 million just dropped on your lap, okay, it's in your bank, how much do you break me and Virginia off? Honestly, do you break us off, Eddie, or you're like, nah, you guys will make your way in the world because I want to toughen you up?
I would. I mean, I would have to figure out what I need the money for first. I'm not going to sit there, and I think a lot of people do that, where they just start handing it out, and then they get back to them and be like, going, wait, man, I broke off all my money.
I handed off 80%.
Would we have to ask you for it, or eventually one day, like after a dirt of the day, you sit us down?
We'd have to ask the Queen for it.
I know that. This is such a made-up scenario.
Yeah, it depends upon, who's making the decisions on it. Yeah, because
if Kevin was making the decisions, do you break us off something?
Yeah, if I were making the decisions, I think the first thing I would do is I'd probably get you something cool, like right away. And it might be cash, or it might be something big going, I think they love that.
Cash is king.
Cash.
Yeah.
Give me cash.
Don't get cute.
Probably.
Give us cash.
Yeah, don't get cute over there.
Yeah, I sometimes like to get cute.
Yeah, I'm already
a little more flashy.
I'm so annoyed with Rich Kevin.
I mean, $450 million, break us off $10 million. We'll shut up and we'll leave you alone.
Well, and then let's talk about plans for the future after we all have fun for a few months. You got to build a tricked out KVJ studio.
Because we're still working.
Yeah, we got to do something.
My wife says that too. She's like, in fact, she's even got the building like all picked out. She's like, this is going to be your studio. Y'all like, I'm tired, man.
No, you're working.
Dude.
The only way, and here's the thing, like, I love doing the show, and I told Kim, I'm like going, the only way, if I made a ton of money, I would consider doing the show, somebody's got to do all my prep for me. Like, it's got to be like Seacrest. I got to like walk in, and they got to be like going, here's all your stuff that you're talking about today. I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's all ready to go.
With that kind of money, we get you 5 Denny's. We get you 5 guys that are as good as Denny's.
10 with that kind of money.
Yeah, that's the only way. Like, other than that, I'm like, nah, I'm just going to go chill. But yeah, if it's like, I come in here and be fun.
What's the age? What's the cutoff? When do me and Virginia have to start looking for another show?
Never stop working. You always have to have something to do.
I agree. I think with that kind of money, you would love to do the show at that point.
Take boss vacations, like take serious downtime and relax time, but you still have to have purpose. You have to have a reason to get up in the morning and feel like, okay, I'm keeping the mind active.
You got Michael Jackson money now. We can have some fun.
We have Michael Jackson money.
You're young too. You're still young.
Absolutely,
You got a lot. You got a lot more years of playing.
He's ready to give up.
I know, Kevin.
I'm so tired.
I'm tired, man.
You just need to take a nap. You need to go to Jerusalem. You need to find.
You need to go to Revitalive.
Boy, sorry. I went this week. I'm still tired.
You need to go back.
The answers are in Jerusalem.
Tell him to give you a double dose.
I'm expecting Kevin to come back very refreshed from Jerusalem.
He looked like he just walked across Egypt.
He's gonna have that peaceful beard. Kevin's gonna be a new man.
It is No Shave November. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that'd probably be what I'd do if I had the money, like right off. Yeah, but $400 million from Michael Jackson at number one. Big dip down to the King, Elvis Presley, at $40 million.
But the fact that the King is still making $40 million a year.
That really is amazing because, yeah, you would think, no. Big part of his fan base has died off, and every year it's getting worse and worse.
You're right. Every year it's less and less Elvis fans.
But it shows you that his legacy has lived on because you're right. A lot of his fans are not around.
Yeah. Arnold Palmer, golfer, $35 million. And I think, believe it or not, I think a lot of that money actually, he got his name on that drink.
Nice.
You notice now there's, I think it's like maybe Arizona or something like that. They make an actual Arnold Palmer. You order Arnold Palmer. Honestly, I would love to see the numbers on that. How much did he make? Because he's made one of the greatest golfers ever. He was like, you look at Tiger Woods in his gallery and the people follow him. It used to be the same thing with Arnold Palmer. He used to call Arnie's Army, and he would have massive amounts of people following him around like Tiger Woods. And I think it's one of those cases where he probably is going to wind up, his estate at least, making more money off his little iced tea lemonade combo.
I'm sure he's diversified, too, and that's not his only thing that's got his name on it.
So it says Palmer earned $3.6 million in prize money during 52 years on the PGA Championship Tour, and a lot of his $875 million, including endorsements and appearances. So the licensing, the appearances, and the endorsements is where he made all of his money.
$3 million he made on the tour?
$3.6 million he made on the tour, and $875 million in endorsements.
How crazy is that, huh?
I mean, the golf literally is an end to the means.
Yeah.
Well, back then, too. I mean, he wasn't making Tiger money back then.
A couple cartoon guys are in the top two for the top earning dead celebrities. Charles Schultz from Peanuts, $34 million his estate was worth last year, and Dr. Seuss, number 6, with $16 million. Bob Marley, his kids in Miami still making some cash, $23 million his estate made last year.
Wow.
Hef, now he's on the list of the dead celebrities, $15 million he made for his kids last year. Marilyn Monroe is still up there at $14 million. Prince, like you'd mentioned, is at $13. Probably going to make more next year because they're talking about doing that little biography on him that is going to be hitting Netflix.
That's going to be big.
I didn't realize how young Marilyn Monroe was when she died. She was only 36.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. John Lennon, number 10, finishing it out, $12 million last year. And South Florida, XXXTentacion is number 11. His estate made $11 million in the last year. I'm like, I didn't realize that he was cranking in that kind of money. And I wonder how much he made alive compared to what his estate has just made dead, because he seemed like he was really just starting to get into that real money-making groove.
I bet you he made way more dead than he did alive.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably has. Never got a chance to really enjoy the fruits of his labor. Coming up here, I got a question for you. Think about this. Talking about dead celebrities. If you could interview one dead person, but you can only talk about things that happened when they were living, you can't ask them about the afterlife and stuff like that. Who do you choose and what do you ask them? Okay. Interview one dead person, only talk about things that happened when they were living and they would have the answers to. Let me know, who do you choose and what do you ask? You can also call or text in your thoughts, 877-979-WRMF.
Look at you listening to the KVJ show on 97.9 WRMF. Lucky.
We love our Sleep Number beds. I love the fact that they're adjustable, they're comfortable. If you are sleeping in a regular mattress and you hate it and you're not getting a good night's sleep, go try the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. It will help improve everything when you improve your sleep.
Yes, I keep my number at 100. I like it firm. I'm a member of the Bad Back community. Kev, I keep it at 100. What is your number?
I go for a 40 on mine. I really love the Sleep Number app because it'll let me know and give me a rating every single night on how well I slept. I can make adjustments to my sleep schedule, also to my life, to make sure I'm getting the sleep I need so I can be productive.
Come in right now during the Veterans Day sale. Save yourself $400 on a Queen Sleep Number 360 C4 Smart Bed. Now just $12.99. Plus, there's exclusive savings for military and veterans.
I went to the Town Center Mall in Boca.
You can also check them out on Northwest Federal Highway in Jensen Beach.
Sleep Number is the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL. Go in and tell them the KVJ show sent you in.
Attention! Attention! Due to demand, a Rico Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat West Palm and Fort Pierce have been authorized to continue to offer all customers up to 30% off MSRP on over 4,500 new vehicles. But hurry, this offer has been extended through November 6th only. Up to 30% off MSRP. Hurry to Arrigo to save up to 30% off MSRP during the Black Friday sales event. You gotta go Arrigo now. Select models amounts vary. Plus tax, title, dealer install option, $7.99 dealer fee. Rebates apply to dealer. See dealer for details.
Pay attention, who's ever listening.
America's favorite judge is on the case.
Judge Judy. No, don't send me Judge Judy. I know who I am.
Calling out injustice when she finds it.
Well, what do you think? Judges like to hear themselves talk?
And standing up for the truth.
So far, I'm not doing a bad job, right?
You're doing good. You're doing good. In Judge Judy, we trust.
I only fear God and you a little bit.
I hope in that order.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy, today at 5 on CW34.
Next time on The Goldbergs.
They think Adam's short story is about me?
Yeah, let me take a look. The colorful sweaters and neon leggings hid the darkness in her heart.
Yes, we all know. Clearly it's me. Hey, don't hate me, mister. I found your little story. Okay, why would you hide something so amazing from your mother? You actually liked it? This is as good, if not better, than Stephen King himself. Stephen King.
The Goldbergs.
Tonight at 7 on CW34.
Hey, Dina, how was your vacation?
Hey, Jess.
We've been obsessing over your photos. How'd you go to like 3 different countries in a week?
We were on a celebrity cruise. Saw a new place almost every day.
That resort in your pictures was a cruise ship?
It was. There's a 2-story wine tower, a real lawn growing on the top deck, and the service blew us away.
What about dining? You're kind of a foodie.
The restaurants were incredible. The menus are designed by a Michelin-starred chef. Sushi, Italian, 24-hour room service.
What about the kids?
We barely saw them. They never wanted to leave Celebrity's camp at sea.
Okay, now I'm even more jealous. Do they go to the Caribbean?
Celebrity goes everywhere. The Caribbean, Alaska, Europe, and they're having a great sale. You can get 1 free perk, up to $600 off, and 50% off your kids' fares.
You had me at wine tower. How do I get that offer?
Just go to Celebrity.com, call 1-800-CELEBRITY, or talk to a travel advisor.
Offer ends November 27th and applies to select sailings. Savings vary by stateroom category. Other terms apply. Ships registry Malta.
Have you ridden Brightline's Express train yet? With stations in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach, you can explore everything South Florida has to offer.
Welcome to Brightline.
And kids under 13 years of age ride Brightline for free, so you can bring the whole family on board. Visit GoBrightline.com to book your ride and see all our special offers. This season, ride Brightline's Buzzer Beater train to and from the Miami Heat games for only $10 and never miss a shot.
The story of Jersey Mike's is pretty interesting. It was started by a guy named Mike from Jersey. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Hey, it's Jay Bird. Let me tell you about Bank of America. Maybe you're driving around and you ask yourself these type of questions. Am I putting enough into my 401k? Should I lease or buy a car? What's the best way to use my bonus or tax fund? Well, whether you have questions about saving, spending, or anything in between, Bank of America's experienced financial specialists are here for you. Trust me, they've worked with me and they are awesome. Proudly serving West Palm Beach. Schedule an appointment at bankofamerica.com/conversation.
At JM Lexus, you won't find any hidden fees, just our lowest price, right from the beginning. No more haggling or negotiating. And if we lower the price within the calendar month, we'll refund the difference. Change your mind? We have a 72-hour, no questions asked return policy. Welcome to Lexus Plus, where a single, dedicated consultant will personalize your experience from start to finish, and you'll get our best price up front. Because at JM Lexus, the only one that matters is you.
Breakfast, the breaking of the fast. But why break the fast when you can demolish it? Destroy your hunger with the 2 for $4 breakfast sandwich deal at Cumberland Farms. Limited time offer valid on breakfast sandwiches up to $2.39 only. Selection varies by store plus applicable tax.
Experience Dell Cinema's lifelike color, brilliant sound clarity, and uninterrupted streaming on the Dell XPS 13 with an 8th Gen Intel Core i7 processor. A laptop for people who watch things on their laptop. Call 800-BY-DELL to learn more.
This hour's music is brought to you by Dell.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Okay, well, a second ago we were talking about dead celebrities, and here's the question. Some good answers coming in. If you could interview one dead person, but you can only talk about what happened when they were living, who do you choose and what do you ask them? Who's that person? And to me, I think you're probably going down the path of like, okay, they died with a big secret. There's something that if we could get them, and, you know, they would talk. That would be the one condition of it. You know, they would give you the truth as to what happened. What is the secret, the big secret that somebody has died with that you would like to get?
I think the rumors around Marilyn Monroe's death are fascinating.
Out of anything in the world, you want to talk to Marilyn Monroe and see what happened with her? That's the answer you want? You don't want to know where we came from or what was going on back in the olden times?
Well, what, are you going to say Jesus like everybody says? Lame.
No, I was going to say caveman.
Caveman didn't really talk well.
Yeah.
They grunted.
We don't know that.
Well, what is the question?
What was it like back then? I mean, what was going on?
There was nothing going on. There was cavemen trying to just run from being eaten by a dinosaur.
If you could actually and effectively talk to a cave person and they were able to communicate, I would be fascinated to talk with a cave person.
Nah, I'm more intrigued by political scandal, and I think Marilyn Monroe had secrets about presidents that have since passed on. I think that there's rumors that she was actually poisoned. I would love to hear her thoughts on all that.
Yeah, do we ever get like an official cause of death?
Overdose.
Yeah. That's easy to...
It probably was easy to fake back in the day if you were a powerful, influential person.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff around JFK that people want to know. There was just a very cryptic time, a 3-year presidency.
Who killed him?
His brother, you know, were they... There's stories that they were both with Marilyn Monroe.
I know. Yeah.
Is that true?
I've heard at the same time.
Yeah. And, you know, it's a real tangled web. Then some people have said Lee Harvey Oswald. Was that whole thing just this drama wheel that was going on? Marilyn Monroe, Lee Harvey Oswald, the situation happening in Cuba.
Was Lee Harvey Oswald a scapegoat?
Yeah, that's what, a lot of people said, look, if I could talk to somebody dead and get the truth, it'd be Lee Harvey Oswald. Did you act alone? What was your motivation?
Did you even do it?
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah, anybody.
That's a good one.
Anyone that's been murdered would be a good one. Who did it? Natalie Wood.
Yeah, Natalie Wood would be a good one, too.
I was making fun of your Marilyn Monroe, but it's actually pretty good. I apologize.
It's better than caveman, isn't it?
It's a little better.
Say it.
It's better than
Say it, bitch.
It's better than Kill
Say
Cave.
it.
I feel like Caveman's not even a celebrity. I'm an idiot.
Well, he was on the Geico commercial.
I'm reaching.
For that same reason, people are saying O.J. Simpson's wife, Nicole.
Yeah.
And I guess it'd just be confirmation or how it exactly went. What did you see?
I think we know how it went.
That'd be the only reason why I wouldn't put her at the top of the list because
Right.
I think a lot of people feel pretty secure about it. It would just probably be confirmation. If you've seen some of the recent OJ specials that came out with, the one I saw on ESPN was pretty, and it lays out a lot of details. And you pretty much in your own mind's eye can kind of figure out, piece it together how it happened. They just weren't able to prove it.
What about a Redbeard?
What about him?
Would you like to talk to him?
The pirate?
Yes.
I don't know about Redbeard specifically, but
Or Blackbeard.
possibly if there was any kind of treasure they hid and where, but the only thing now, hundreds of years later, it's going to be hard to find.
Possibly, but I would
They'd
also
be like, it's under that mall.
But wouldn't you want to just talk to them, see what it was like back then?
Okay, buried treasure, where's it at? I'm down with that.
Yeah, right, that'd be great, but like I said, that would be the only problem is they'd probably point to a place and be like, it's under that Sonic. And you'd be like,
I would figure out how to get under that Sonic. If I knew for sure it was under there,
Yeah.
you go in at night, you pretend like you're there with the plumbing crew doing overnight work, and you drill, baby, till you get to the treasure.
Yeah, no one's going to notice that.
No, you totally run a scam, and you make them think that you're there to fix the plumbing and the underground stuff. You can easily trick them.
I don't agree with her often, but this plan could work if done right. If you had the right team with
if you had
Thank
a team,
you.
if you had a capable team, if you have Virginia and Jaybird.
Oh, we would nail it. Because you're right. If we had, I'm already thinking it through. If we had to do it multiple nights, we are that plumbing company, it's say we got to go in there.
We don't want to mess up business during the day. We don't want to throw off your tater tot functioning.
Yes.
We want to go at night and fix all this plumbing. We're with the city. We have these fake badges. Oh, I'd be in there all night.
I'll have a mustache. We will nail this. I feel like we could do it. If the buried treasure was underneath the Sonic, we could get that buried treasure.
From 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., I'm going to be digging.
And don't think I'm not going to fire up the tot machine, because I am.
He's going to make tots while he makes me dig.
Okay. Treasure and discovery would be one angle to go if you could bring somebody back and interview them to get some of the answers. Lost City of Gold, El Dorado. You got, was it the Fountain of Youth with Ponce de Leon?
It was.
You probably wouldn't be able to find, because I mean, like, the topography has changed so much, but maybe even just saying, okay, was it true? Was it valid? You're talking about Area 51 that is out there. There is the person who reported and seeing the UFO and talking to them saying, okay, is this legit? Or somebody that might have that kind of information, you could... If you interviewed the right person, Jaybird could find out about some of those.
Yeah, we got to regroup. I take back my initial answer of Marilyn Monroe. That's not going to make me any money. I need to bring somebody back that's going to make me some cash.
I'm definitely making a retraction statement on Caveman.
Yeah, that's
I was thinking.
Pretty bad.
It's 9 o'clock hour. I always struggle in this hour.
Yeah. You can interview one dead person, but you can only talk about things that happened when they were living. Who do you choose? What do you ask them? Somebody texted and said, I would speak to the pilot of the MH370, the Malaysian pilot, and ask what happened.
Yeah?
What is the truth on that plane crash? Somebody said, Tupac, who shot your ass?
You're right. Biggie and Tupac. Those would be good ones.
The only thing with that, I was listening to a podcast on that actually this week. It was very well done, and it kind of, talked a little bit more, gave me some details I'd never really heard about that feud and how it happened. I think what it was Tupac was with Suge Knight, and they look over, and there's some hot chicks in a car. Next thing you know, an old model Cadillac comes riding up on them. There's 4 guys. They probably didn't recognize, probably didn't know. So if you talk to Tupac, that'd probably be the only thing. And what was interesting was how it all started, that Manhattan recording studio, when Tupac was going to record, and this guy kept blowing up his pager saying, hey, you're still showing up, right? You're still showing up. So he's in the lobby of the recording studio waiting to go up, and there's a guy that's wearing like a ball cap low. He's got on army fatigues. He walks in the door when they open it up right behind him and slides in. And the guy behind the counter and all these people, jump up, and about 4 people are blasting Tupac. He makes it into the elevator, drags himself. I mean, he got shot in the nards. Did you know that?
No.
Shot in the nards, Virginia.
6 times. He couldn't drop him. He smiled.
Yeah, he got shot I think 5 times. A couple times like an arm, hand, nards. Gets into the elevator, hits the button, goes up there, doors open up. And there's Diddy, the guy that supposedly was trying to book him, and like Biggie Smalls, and apparently the look they had on their face, like they weren't expecting him. Like, what is Pac doing here? So nobody initially rushed to his aid. Like, people were just kind of sitting there like, uh-oh, like they were in on it. And so
we expected you to be dead.
Tupac from that point forward believed that, that's how the feud really started kicking up to a higher notch. He thought that they had set him up.
Wow.
And ambushed him. Yeah, it wasn't just a basic robbery to steal. And he did have like $40,000 worth of gold on him, but that'd be the only thing about the Tupac thing. Does he really know?
Crazy. Yeah, if you walk in and the guys are like, don't rush to help you
their
because
reaction.
You're supposed to be dead downstairs. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that's really kind of what set the whole thing off. So
5 shots couldn't drop me. I took him and smiled. That's what it was.
Yes.
5 shots.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, one in the nuts?
Yeah. I know what that's like, Pac.
You had a paintball.
Still, it's still.
You ain't hard.
I get street cred. Oh,
you
I'm
ain't
hard.
street.
It's not hard now.
I'm hard. Yeah, definitely hard now. Very soft.
Somebody said Jimmy Hoffa. That's another one's. Okay, what happened to you? Oh, where are you buried? He probably doesn't know that part, but he'd probably be like, yeah, I got offed.
Would you want to talk to Abe Lincoln, or do you kind of already know everything you need to know about because he's so well documented?
Yeah, I don't know of any secrets that you want to talk to Abe Lincoln about. I think that he was kind of caught by surprise.
Be like, well, other than that, how was the play?
Yeah, did you see Booth coming? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to struggle with this game.
And some people want to know also if they could bring back Kurt Cobain. Did you really do it yourself? Because some people believe that that's a conspiracy, that he had nothing to do with it.
And they think Courtney Love killed him.
Yeah, I don't think she did. She may have been crazy enough to drive him to it, but don't they have like the trajectory of the bullets and all that looked like it was like he was holding it?
I need to watch that. I've got that on my queue. I think it's on Netflix. There's some documentary, and I need to watch that. So I don't know. But yeah, some pretty good answers. Those are some of the top ones there. 877-979-WRMF. You want to add to it.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Global pop sensation Ariana Grande, the Sweetener World Tour 2019, American Airlines Arena, Friday, May 31st. American Express card members, get your tickets Thursday, November 1st at 10 a.m. through Saturday, November 3rd at 10 p.m. before the general public on Monday, November 5th at 10 a.m. For tickets, visit Ticketmaster.com or call 1-800-745-3000. Performing as part of the American Express Concert Series. Supply is limited. American Express terms, conditions, and restrictions apply.
It's not just any Wi-Fi. It's streaming in every room in your house, even in the backyard Wi-Fi.
Mom, we're going to watch movies in the treehouse. That's fine, honey.
It's Wi-Fi that lets your family stream live TV and the most free movies and shows on any device they want.
Dad, can I watch cartoons on the tablet?
How about we use it to finish your homework instead?
Oh, man.
And it's Wi-Fi that can help you save on wireless when you include Xfinity Mobile with your internet.
Can we have some of that savings?
Nope, but your college fund can.
It's the best Wi-Fi experience from Xfinity that makes streaming and saving simple, easy, awesome.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for just $29.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, ask how you can save on your wireless bill when you include Xfinity Mobile with your internet. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Requires EcoBill paperless billing and autopay. Offer ends 12/30/18. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After agreement, regular rates apply.
Have you ridden Brightline's Express train yet? With stations in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach, you can explore everything South Florida has to offer.
Welcome to Brightline.
And kids under 13 years of age ride Brightline for free, so you can bring the whole family on board. Visit GoBrightline.com to book your ride and see all our special offers. This season, ride Brightline's Buzzer Beater train to and from the Miami Heat games for only $10 and never miss a shot.
There's a lot of things that go into being young. A lot of it's your state of mind, but there are some physical things that can definitely help out. And Wellington Anti-Aging is there for you. Step 1, hormone replacement therapy. Balancing your hormones gives you energy. It also helps you maintain that great body physique that hopefully you once had, and it's easier to do it as well. For guys after the age of 25, every single year you lose 1 pound of muscle and replace it with a pound of fat. So if you're going to be working out at the gym and eating right, you really need that leg up to help you maintain the physique you once had. Hormone replacement therapy can do that, and likely your insurance is going to pay for it, so you got nothing to lose. Ladies, it's great for you too. And at Wellington Anti-Aging, if you do got a little extra poundage on you, don't worry about it, because they've got different ways to get rid of it. They've got the Sculpt Shore lasers. It's non-surgical lipo, where they can remove 25% of the fat in a 25-minute session, and the fat cells are gone forever. Got flabby thighs or arms? The Strawberry Laser is there for that. So, you know what? Yes, being young is a big part of your state of mind, but the physical parts, Wellington Anti-Aging has got. Go see them today and look them up online at wellingtonantiaging.com.
Hey, Florida. Geico presents Need to Know information, because you have to draw the line between what you need to know and what you don't.
After a scary movie, I have to watch cartoons so I don't have nightmares.
See, didn't need to know that. But when it comes to insurance, the more you know, the better. Like knowing Geico is the #1 auto insurer in your area and the 2nd largest in the country. Plus, they've been around for over 75 years and have a 97% customer satisfaction rating.
I have to use a calculator on my first grader's math homework.
Again, not really needed. But knowing Geico offers more than just car insurance is important. They offer motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. And the Geico Insurance Agency can help you with renter's insurance as well.
I practice taking my glasses off in the mirror because I think it makes me look cool.
and not needed. But you should know local agents in your area could help you find even more savings with Geico, like military or federal discounts. And Geico offers emergency roadside service. Switching insurance is an important decision. You can never know too much about it. So Florida, contact Geico online, over the phone, or at your local office for all the information you really need.
By the time Friday rolls around, you're ready for the weekend. But while your friends are already getting together and making plans, you still have to cash your paycheck. Good thing Regions Bank makes it really easy to swing by a branch to get your cash quickly, even if you don't have an account. In fact, you can put your money on a Regions Visa Prepaid Now card, an affordable, reloadable Visa card that's safe, convenient, and can be used wherever Visa debit is accepted, including online. The best part is, when your next payday rolls around, you can reload your check to the same card without stopping by the branch. Simply snap a photo of your check with the Regions mobile app, and just like that, you're weekend ready. So enjoy your money your way and start the weekend off right, because we get it. Some things are bigger than banking. To learn more, visit regions.com/nowcard. Member FDIC, terms, conditions, and fees apply.
The Audi Stewart Air Show celebrates aviation on November 2nd through 4th at Witham Field in Stewart. Come and see high-flying aerobatics by some of the greatest pilots in the world. Thundering military jets will bring you to your feet, including new this year, the AV-8B Harrier. A weekend of fun and excitement on the ground and in the air. Kicks off with a spectacular TD Bank Dirty Flight Suit Party, presented by Pratt & Whitney, Sikorsky Aircraft, and Martin County Airport Witham Field. Ticket and show information available at stewartairshow.com.
Hello, I'm attorney Robert Rubenstein, and this is Rubenstein's Rules for Personal Injury. Rule number 7, understand attorney's fees. You've probably heard no fee guarantee, or you only pay if you win. This isn't some kind of special offer. Most injury attorneys are paid this way. We get paid this way. There are limits on what percentage attorneys can charge. Our firm charges you nothing, not even costs, unless you get money. Call Rubenstein Law at 1-800-FL-LEGAL. Offices in Palm Beach and throughout Florida.
It's a sound we take for granted, a healthy heart beating away. And when we get sick, we count on having access to the care we need. But Congressman Brian Mast is making health care more expensive for Floridians. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies discriminate against people with pre-existing conditions like asthma, cancer, and heart disease. Brian Mast voted to let insurance companies charge older Americans 5 times more than younger people. AARP calls it an age tax. And Brian Mast voted to increase insurance premiums for Florida families by almost $3,000. In Washington, Brian Mast is siding with the insurance industry, and he's putting your health care at risk. Change Now is responsible for the content of this advertising, paid for by Change Now. MakeChangeNow.org. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
This is such a cool convenience. I mean, the world is getting more convenient, and I found out just this last week how convenient Tire Kingdom is with their new mobile tire installation van. There's a good chance at some point you're going to need new tires, and when you do, call them up. They'll swap out the old ones for the new ones, and they'll mount and balance them right where you work or where you live. And setting up an appointment is as easy as going to TireKingdom.com. That's TireKingdom.com, or calling them up at 844 Get Tires. That's 844-GET-TIRES.
Nowcar.com. Buy your next Kia 100% online and skip the dealer. Nowcar has a huge selection of new Kia Optimas, Fortes, Sorrentos, Sportages, Souls, and more. Nowcar delivers straight to your door. Find the new way to buy a new car. Nowcar. Search Nowcar.com.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Well, we've had our little Instagram costume contest. Nice little trip that we got with this. It is a Bahamas cruise, 2 nights for 2 in an ocean view cabin taking off out of Port of Palm Beach. And here are some of our winners from our social media costume contest for Halloween. Taylor Wyatt, who is a little Cabbage Patch doll you can see on KVJ TV.
I mean, that's adorable. That is so cute.
So cute. Cuteness gets big points here with us on the KVJ
gosh.
show.
Well, it's a solid costume, too.
It's a solid costume, and the wig and the artwork. I mean, that is really solid.
Yep, a lot of good stuff going on with that one. Congratulations. Also, we got Don Cluxon here, who did a nice Aladdin costume. You can see that. You got Don and her boy there.
The entire family, I believe, dressed as the Aladdin.
She's Jasmine, and he's Aladdin, and I think that's Robin Williams' character, the genie, isn't it? The dad?
Yeah. Right behind him. That's pretty impressive.
Good for them.
Cool.
That's a lot of work.
That is. And maybe a personal favorite here. Zach Honholtz did the Maddie Beer Night. Took Natural Light beer boxes and made a suit of armor out of them.
That's amazing.
That's just creative, artsy,
time-consuming.
Natural Light Night.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's amazing.
That is definitely worth a 2-night cruise to the Bahamas, Bahamas Paradise Cruise. So congratulations, great submissions. Thank you all very much for sending those on. We've got those posted up on our social media. If you would like to see them, you can. All you have to do is go to kvjshow.com, connect to Facebook, Instagram. They're all there. Congrats to all of our winners. Well done. Fun after the show podcast today. Got a couple questions from the Raise Your Hand poll that were unresolved today. So we're taking that to the podcast. That's something you can check out here. If you want to see that, just about maybe 15, 20 minutes from now, it's going to be live on YouTube. So make sure you go and check that out. Also, I love these nice little stories here, like this one. It's a 9-year-old girl in Colorado named Libby Stanton who hates candy. What? But she does love something, and that's our troops. So every year she gets people to donate hundreds of pounds of their leftover Halloween candy and then sends it to the troops.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice little thing that she does.
It's awesome.
Yeah, so nice job there, Libby. Kind of love that stuff. All right, Jay Bird, if you would, bring it home, baby, with a thought for the day.
Such short little lives our pets have to spend with us, and they spend most of it waiting for us to come home each day.
Damn, that's depressing.
Just a thought to ponder. I guess you're right, it's not very positive. More
It's not positive at all.
More of just a mind bomb, I guess. It doesn't always have to be.
How's Chewy?
He's waiting for me. It hurts my heart.
Like I've heard pretty much every time you leave, your dogs think that you'll never return again. That's why they're so excited when they see you, because they can't believe you came back to them.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Well, I'm going to start bringing Chewy in the studio then.
So much for those uplifting thoughts.
Yeah.
I was trying to do one that makes you think, but maybe we're thinking.
Yeah, just think about
we're
your
thinking.
dog wondering why you decided to abandon them at home.
Oh, that does hurt my heart. All right.
Chewy's like, why did he leave me? Am I not good enough for him? What did I do?
Oh my gosh, I've opened up a can of thought worms.
Yeah.
He's going to run home to go hug Chewy. Literally run. Chewy!
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
If I